Folks, we are live. Welcome to the Random Generated Party or the Random Party Generator or however the F I'm saying it this week. I have no idea.
We'll get it right one day.
Well,
it's a wonderful match.
It's a random name generator,
right? Huh? Yeah, well, yeah. The random people. So, I'm Eric Tenkar. You already know who I am. The icon in the middle, who in 2 weeks, 2 short weeks, will be the icon on the left. So if you're playing like, I don't know, Brady Bunch Bingo, Joe is going to be on the left next show in 2 weeks. And why is that, Joe?
I don't know. What the hell are you talking about?
In 2 weeks, why are you going to be the main man? Why are you going to be the host?
Oh, because yeah, we talked last time, guys. We gave the big drop, the big surprise. Raji is joining us tonight, but he can't. He sent me an email. He can't make it. But in 2 weeks, he promised he will be here. He had a prior commitment he forgot about. So, yes, James Raji will be here in 2 weeks. And I'll be the main dude talking, and Eric is controlling the chat.
So I expect a very lively chat.
Yeah, exactly. So
playing the role of mapper extraordinaire, dangerous with tools, keep the ladders away, because coming in, we'll get to this. Playing the visual role of Matt Jackson is none other than Greg Christopher. But hold on a second. We're gonna move people
we've got
right under.
Why? Why do you guys do this shit to me?
Right under the Matt Jackson mimic, otherwise known as Greg Christopher, is the one, the only beater of ladders.
Beater of what?
Solos.
Beater of what?
Beater of ladders.
Oh, all right. Solos. I thought he was a solo beater. That means.
Well,
right?
he could be a solo beater, but then that
combine them both.
Totally
I don't know what you guys are talking about tonight.
He hasn't been here 15 seconds, and he's already to bail. Yeah.
I've got my red wine going in my nice goblet when the green screen doesn't take it away from me. Outdoors, in the fine
in the twilight,
in the woods of northwestern Pennsylvania.
Sasquatch.
None other than the bat in the attic, Rob Conley. And of course, last, certainly not least, probably the most well-rounded creator here, because he can do maps, he can do adventures, and he can tear apart a 5e better than probably anybody else in this group, is Tim Shorts. So there you have your table. It's a pretty full group tonight.
He may be well-rounded, but I'm rounder. I think it's safe to say.
Well, you're definitely these days. But you're getting there. Yeah,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Goddamn, Jim is kicking my ass, but I'm getting there.
Well, yeah.
So, for folks going, listen, we always start a few minutes late. Usually, the reason is if it's a Wednesday night, it's because Mike is having technical difficulties. It always is, and if it's tonight, we just lost Matt.
We lost Tim.
Tim. Oh, I forget who's playing.
We still got 2 Matts. We just lost Tim.
Yeah, we lost Tim.
I'm back.
We lost Tim. Tim is back now. So there, technical difficulties just to get those quirks out of the way, which is funny because we were actually going to hand the baton to Tim.
Yeah.
For some reason, huh?
Yeah. Oh, we got a highlight and spotlight. What he holds up there.
All right. So I know you guys. There's not a lot of 5e love in this group. I don't mind it. I mean, it's what it is. If Rob's running a 5e game or you guys run, I'll jump in. I got no problems. Definitely not my system of choice, but I always like to read their stuff just to see what's going on. I don't like to be Matt or Joe just bitch about stuff that they haven't seen yet or read. So I like to at least know what I'm bitching about.
It's no fun.
I know. So I got that. What is it called? The Dragons of Storm Wreck Isle.
Yeah.
It's the adventure. So I really enjoyed all the other box sets. I mean, you guys admit that the other box sets were pretty good.
Vandelver was the best starter module I've ever seen, played, or looked at. Yeah, the Lost Minds of Vandelver, the first one. Agreed.
Yeah. Rob, we can't hear you, bud. You're talking, your lips move, but we can't hear what you say. Yep. Still talking.
It's like a Pink Floyd song.
The bats from the attic have attacked his wiring, and it's.
Let's see.
I think Rob is saying that. Rob does agree with me. I know that.
Maybe he needs to do.
We're gonna
do
get
one of those
pantomime.
YouTubes.
I can read lips, guys. He said Rings of Power sucks. It's the worst thing he's ever seen, and he barely made it past the first 10 minutes or so.
Well, if nothing else, we know he can hear us.
Yeah.
Matt,
He's
yes,
fuming right now.
yes. Rob is muted, but he's not muted by myself.
Yeah, he still knows sign language. Yeah, he's good there. So I ended up buying the latest one, that new starter, the starter set, just to see what it was about.
You
I
took
have
the
to.
hit for the rest of us, and I appreciate that.
What's that?
You took the hit for the rest of us.
I did. Well, it's I all the other box sets were good, so I really wanted to kind of see what they offered, and I kind of saw what there was going to be in there, but I wanted to see it for myself. And by far, it's probably just right now, it's the most disappointing. If I got this starter set, it would definitely be a meh. Because the other ones had like little fun doodads to add to the game and cards and stuff. Because the way I kind of picture it is I try to come at things like if I'm writing this product and I'm trying to bring maybe some kids in here, what can I do to bring kids into the game? Mm-hmm. They didn't do anything to bring kids into the game with this starter set.
Well, then it's kind of pointless because if kids or teens or even young adults, they're going to want something that's going to be engaging right from the start. And
absolutely
engaging, then what the?
So should I start off with my first complaint of it?
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
We are entering Jackson territory.
Complain
away.
We are. So first of all, the dice they give you. I just think that they give you the 6 dice. Great, you give the 6 dice. But I think your Wizards of the Coast put 4 fucking 6-siders in it and 2 D20s because that's what you play with.
Mm-hmm.
Put the dice in.
Yes.
That's what you're using. Put that in. I don't know. I don't know anything about marketing costs and weight and all that stuff about that. I'm sure that all goes into it. But if you're trying to get people into your game and suck them into the game, give them the tools to do that. The second thing that this thing lacked was, like I said, the handouts, the cool, the visual candy of it. The only handouts they had were 5 character sheets, and then the ironic thing is the 5 character sheets I got, 2 of them were duplicates. So I got two Lightfoot halfling rogues.
Well, come on, the halflings though.
I know they don't last long, so you got to stack them up to make one character. So
why are they in the class halflings?
But so that was kind of another thing. I just thought, that happens. I understand that. But the character sheet itself was definitely handy because of all the information was on there, and it goes to, I think it was 3rd level it would go to. So that I thought they did a good job with that. Some passable art was good, and that. But then we get into like the adventure itself, and like I told these guys beforehand, I'm always afraid when they refer to a GM as a storyteller. Mm-hmm. It's
an infiltration.
I just don't think that's what we're not telling a story. It goes back to my old fiction days. It's like you don't tell a story when you're writing, you show a story when you're writing. I help guide these guys through an adventure, but for the most part, that stuff is there. It has its own life that's going on, but when you guys interact with it, it becomes its own organic thing at that time.
You are a facilitator. You are enabling it. But if you take the role of storyteller, then honestly, you probably have more input as a player. If and not to pick on Mac, because I'm looking at those solo rules I showed you guys the other day, and they look interesting. I'm willing to give it a go, but a lot of people think that if you're playing a solo like a TNT solo, you don't have too many choices. Well, you can if you're playing solo as Matt plays a solo, because it's a bit more. You kind of do a rolling as a GM and as a PC. But if your GM is a storyteller, that means that he's already knows which way the story is going. So your input is.
And then the other thing you have to consider too is because, our ideas of what a storyteller is, my definition might be different from Rob's or Matt's. So it might, somebody's perfectly fine with that because it suits their style of play, and it might not match what I do. So we have because it's all about how your perception is of the words that we're using for that too. So I'll just throw that out there before.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
And then then it goes on to the referee and role play. Go ahead, Rob.
Just as a quick. So this is the last thing they did, the essential kit. So you got this. I believe this.
Yeah, it's the DM screen too.
DM screen,
you even got a fold-out box because
with some cards,
and you got all. Oops. Show the good side. All these cards.
And I think that right there was something I thought was very cool because I think, like a young kid or a new player, you've got that visual stimulation on top of everything. And because imagine if you're a little kid and you're going through adventuring and you get somebody says, "Oh, you got a potion of healing" or something like that. Yeah. That's cool. But when you get a little card handed that you got a potion of healing, it kind of just elevates the interest of what's going on.
Oh, and you also got this. You got this really.
That beautiful map. Exactly.
It was a great map. It was a fantastic map. I still use that map.
And that's my other complaint about this box. There's no handout maps. They keep on saying you can hand draw these maps. You cannot draw a Mike Shaley.
Yeah.
Mike Shaley map. They're beautiful maps. Why wouldn't you want to put that beautiful map on the table and engage people instead of hand drawing a bunch of puddles and squiggly lines and stuff like that?
That's the kind of map you get laminated. That's a nice map. You get that laminated and use it forever.
Now,
I do.
I know this question sounds weird.
Well, it's coming from you, so it'll be standard.
But the box, is it as sturdy as the essential?
Yeah, it's the exact same box.
Well, it might be worth $20.
Well, they put one of those filler things on the bottom to make it look like there's more in. Because really, in this one, there's two booklets. There's the adventure, and then the rule book that for first through third level, and then they have like the 5 character sheets, an advertising sheet, and then the dice, and that's really it's all. So I think they really skimped on this one compared to the other ones. So like as a starter kit, I was telling these guys, I think it's failed, and maybe because the other ones were they did such a good job with them. I think they really kind of they geared down on. I really at this point I'm not really sure.
They cheaped out.
Well, that's the thing though. But why cheap out right before you've just announced that you're going to do a new version coming up in a year or two? Why put out another starter set? And if you are going to put out another starter set, why put one out to a lesser degree than the other ones?
I thought what they should have done with Essentials. I thought Essentials was designed. I think Eric brought this up, or somebody did, and it wasn't me. That it's designed for kids. It was maybe you, Tim. You said that.
I said it's designed for kids, right?
And I agree. It was because the Fandelver first box set. I have 3 because when they came out with Essentials, I was like, oh my god, they're going to cancel Fandelver. I will never be able to hand this off to my nephews or nieces someday. So I bought 3 extra ones. They're over there on my shelf, and then I bought the Essentials. And I realized they're not canceling Fandelver. Then I read Essentials, and I'm like, this is kind of simplistic in a way. It was kind of basic. It wasn't a real adventure. It was a bunch of like side quests.
Right.
In my head, I thought what they should have done was just take the original Fandelver, add all these side quest components to it and the cards and everything else, and put a deluxe box set. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And charge another $5. Fantastic updated maps, all the stuff in there. Because one thing that was lacking from the Fandelver thing was a lot of side quests and all the little toys and things like that, right? So it would be freaking perfect. I love the DM screen. I have it right here in front of me. That was the best part of Essentials, honestly, because I have the hard cardboard DM screen that I bought for the game, but the little one, it works. It's handy. It's portable. You flip it around.
So this is weird. I'm checking D&D Essentials kit.
Yeah.
I can go to Erie and buy it right now at the Target.
That's where I got mine.
No, not your, but according to the Target website, I can buy the Essential, the one that me and Matt, everybody else likes.
Yeah. Oh, Fandelver too. Yeah, you still buy them.
That's where I bought it at.
It's not going to be out of print. I think
it's on Amazon still too, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think you could buy the Fandelver one from Amazon. You know.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're still available.
So if they're restocking Essential, what's even the point of this?
That's
don't know.
that was my point. I don't really understand why they put out another box set. And it, like I said, and if they were going to do it, why put a box set out that's not nearly as good as the other ones? I mean, I think that would hurt what you're trying to do. I don't. Oh, and okay. And here was my other thing I thought of. Okay, sorry guys, I'm rambling tonight.
No.
Man.
So the other thing,
doing a takedown tonight.
Yeah.
well, and I'm not trying to slam the Wizards of the Coast. I just think they just did a poor. Because I wanted to like it because I liked all their other starter stuff. I did. I thought they did a fantastic, an amazing job with doing the starting kits. But this one, I just think they fucked up.
Yeah. It was low on the radar too. They didn't really announce it. It came out of nowhere.
I know.
Like, where does this from? So all of a sudden, I heard some YouTubers talking about it. I'm like, the fuck, well, you know.
And the other, I'm sorry, Joe. Before I lose my train of thought, the thing I thought of. Okay, so you don't want to add because I thought the other thing they could have added in is those monster tokens. You know, just some cardboard cutout ones that you could have added. But say you don't want to do. So you don't want to do that. Fine. Okay. You want to move stuff to. They're trying to move everything to what, like virtual stuff. Then have a coupon or a virtual token that you can go online to maybe somewhere where they're at, so you can maybe start getting people to go to that site that you want to go. I'm very ignorant on that process of it right now. I don't know how that works.
Was essential. They gave me the player's handbook for half off.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, just think if you would have you bought this, maybe you're going to play online with the kiddos. But you could go online and have like a URL code or whatever those codes are, and then you can get like the simple monster tokens so you can use them in your game. And it doesn't cost them anything, but that gets them invested and to start playing D&D online. I mean, they have opportunities here, and I guess it's just I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I thought there were some obvious things they probably could have done.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Fandelver content list. So they have 5 ready-to-play characters, none of them duplicate. 6 dice.
None of them duplicate? Wrong.
Amateurs.
This is the original. I'm talking to one that's finished.
They probably got some intern in there, and he just got bored on a Friday.
They have the D&D rulebook, which is 64 pages, and then they have a 32-page rulebook from levels 1 to 5, and then they have a 64-page adventure. Would that describe the flaws aside? Is that the basic gist of the content of the starter set that you have? Is the adventure 64 pages?
No, the adventures is 48.
And then how big is the rule book?
I don't have the rule book in front of me. I just had I was just reading the adventure thing, but the rule book's a little bit bigger, from what I remember. I think. I don't know. I'd have to go grab my box set. It's in the other room.
And you say, Tim, that this only goes to level 3. That's like one adventure in 5e. At least the other one went to level 5. You know.
Yeah. It's because. Yeah, I kind of thought that too, but it's a short adventure. It's not a long adventure, but I'm assuming that you can get to 3rd level in it because this is the only adventure in there.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking at right now on Amazon. I see the D&D starter set, the original one that came out in 2014, still available, $13.29. You know, get it as many as you need.
And the funny thing is this starter set's not avaivable on Amazon.
Oh shit! It's at one of those Target deals. It's only
I had to go to Target. Yeah, that's why I wanted. Yeah, Ivy was shopping on Target, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get something for myself, and I started shopping through, and I said, oh yeah, I've been wanting to get this starter set, so I grabbed a copy of it because I wanted to take a look at it. So yeah, but yeah, so unfortunately, I thought Wizards of the Coast in this case, and I'm not like one of those ones that pounds. I don't get into edition wars or anything like that, but I thought the purpose of this box set, what it's supposed to do, who it's supposed to attract, it didn't check any of the boxes.
Yeah. And you said there was mistakes in there, math mistakes or something too, right?
Yeah, just some minor things that they were saying it was good for 2 to 6 players, but then they're talking about it, you want 1 to 5 players.
Yeah.
And then
they're doing that weird math of 1 player is the GM on the box, 2 to 6.
No. They said 1 to 5 players plus.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
good luck to the solo player.
It's like they
right. Well, then they're talking about playing multiple characters at the same time. I don't know about you guys. I hate playing multiple characters when I'm playing.
Playing.
And two,
Yeah.
5e, even though it's only first level, there's, I mean, I got to read all this shit too and keep track. It's like, okay, I guess I could play the two Lightfoot halfling rogues and just call them, rhyme their names and say they're twins, and just then I wouldn't have to read both of them. I could just play.
Well, I seem to remember back in the day when I was, I got in D&D just in the cusp between sixth grade and going into junior high. For a while there, it wasn't. Actually, it really wasn't until I met you that playing a single character, I would say, was the norm. Most of us played one or two characters. Two characters was
and the DM playing a character just because you couldn't dump them all on the player. You needed a few, and you only had 3.
Right.
You had
you had 2 players in the GM. You wanted a party of at least 5. Yeah. You had 1 DM PC, and everybody went 2.
Yeah, even back in those days, like in the 1980s, we're playing in the auditorium and study hall, trying to not make our dice make a lot of noise as we roll it, kind of thing. I would refuse to play more than one character. So.
What the hell's going on?
Did you play in the junior high school at all? Auditorium at all?
What's that?
Tim? Did you ever play in the junior high auditorium?
Yeah, that's where I lost my D12.
Yeah, I dropped my
ran away.
There, and
Rob was like, I found a D12 there. Was that yours?
No, I was 2 years ahead of Tim.
Right back,
but our auditorium had a sloped floor. So if you drop your dice, you were screwed. Especially if you have a strict study hall teacher who would not let you get out of your seat. So you had to sit there and wait until the period was over to search for your dice.
Only if you follow rules.
There you go.
Dude, he's sitting up there on the stage. I'm going to really make my stealth roll. No, fail. The DM's going to say I fail.
It's okay.
Unlike this one,
you like to follow rules, Rob. That's fine.
It's one from the
fine,
background.
Greg, you sit in that auditorium and you try to make a stealth roll. I would really like to see that.
Oh, God. Hey, other thing we wanted to hit on is the tankies. Tim is back. Yeah, we don't touch on the tankies. Well, so we had a little discussion in chat the other day. Touch on the tankies.
Show me in the doll where you touch the tanky.
We had a discussion yesterday in chat figuring out the categories, and I think we kind of got. I could probably paste this. Can I paste this in the fucking chat? I think we can. Let me see.
I think you can give it to Eric, and Eric can paste it.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it in private chat as a text, just pure text.
All right, I'll put it in there, and we could everybody could just spitball this because this is like the broad strokes, right? And so, coolest venture money, right? So there's the categories. Eric, you could put that. I don't know how it's going to come out. Right?
I like 3 and 4.
By the way, Ty Beard is a great comment. That's where I lost my D12. Not exactly Fast Times at Ridgemont.
No, definitely not like Fast Times. There was no. We had lots of Spicolis, I guess. Yeah.
All right,
a lot of Spicolis. All right.
Yeah, I like 3 and 4 instead of best supplement. That really, and the way you phrase it really captures.
All right. Yeah. So it kind of all. It's gonna. The categories can't help it. The numbers are all bunched because it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a cut and paste thing. It's not format, and then we got the other thing after that. Or I don't know if you could.
Yeah, well, here it broke up a little bit. So,
okay.
The tankies, best overall OSR product of the year. Second category, best OSR blog. Submit 2 posts for review. 3, thing most likely to be used at the table by a DM. That's an important category. That's the category that you want.
Yeah.
If you want to sell shit on drive-thru. Okay? Or stuff that isn't shitty.
Yeah, because that'll be like one of those mithril sellers pretty much on that.
That's a word of mouth thing. You know, it's one of those great things that people start talking about. Next thing you know, after a year, it's like still selling well.
Well, it's one of those things that I always say, you can have the best adventure in the world and sell 120 copies, or you can have like a mediocre DM made and sell 10,000 copies.
Yeah. 101 styled flasks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thing most likely to actually be used at the table by a player. most killer OSR zine. Did I say it?
Oh, he said it right.
Did I
I was waiting for that.
Zine.
Woo! Get
Nice.
a cookie or at least a sip of wine.
Yeah, get a sip of one there.
I'll get a sip of wine. There we go. Best OSR podcast. Submit 2 episodes for review, and no more than 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kill us, man.
No,
Yeah,
this is gonna
Don't,
be hard.
don't
to
make them
listen
your
to.
4-hour ones either, please.
Yeah.
You know? Jesus Christ.
best OSR YouTube channel. Submit 2 episodes for review.
Well,
See-
I would append in parentheses audio after the first one in video, because there might be some weird ass video channel that somebody's doing a really bang up job on. I mean, does it have to be YouTube?
Okay. I mean,
All
if there's like a Twitch show that is being recorded, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Best OSR audio podcast.
Or somebody that's actually on Rumble. I mean, that could be too. I mean, some
Best
people
OSR.
on Rumble. It's like a YouTube alternative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Could be
It's
on
a-
Curiosity Stream, yours for only $2.99 a month.
Well, you know,
Curiosity Stream sounds like some of those sites that you go on when you're lonely.
Sure. I would
No, product. It's the new thing throughout all the videos. They
It's always the new thing, Rob. That's what gets you.
It's how they dry in. So,
All right,
what's
so
the-
best OSR audio show and best OSR video show.
Yep.
Broad
Yeah.
enough? Okay, I'm
Ding-
changing as we type in case you're
Okay.
typing in the background.
thing with the most badass art.
badass art. All
So
right.
now here's a question, and it's a quick question now, but it's going to be a topic for later on in this episode. Does that include AI art? I mean, is
Look at Matt.
get your hands out of your face or your face out of your hands? But, I mean,
I just don't get the fascination with it. It's amazing. I get it. It's all made by a computer.
It's
amazing, but God, all we
Hey,
talk about is fucking AI art.
but the reason is it's becoming a huge thing on drive-thru. It's a huge
What?
thing. It's a huge thing on drive-thru and with publishers. Are they going to support artists? Are they going to go with AI art? Believe it or not, the behind the scenes is a lot more exciting than the actual programming and the actual artwork that's being produced.
Oh, I've seen some. It's cool, but I mean, I hate to be old-fashioned. I mean,
No, you don't.
I'm not even the oldest.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I hate to
don't
get my
really give a
panties
fuck
in a
about what a
bun.
computer
there's already one guy on Drive-Thru RPG who just literally spammed his store with stock art.
Is
I
that
will
the
never
old
buy
skull?
anything from that person ever until I'm dead, because I don't give a crap about stupid computer shit. Oops, you
Dead.
guys hit the mat switch. I'll be quiet now.
No, don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's why we're here.
It's fine.
See you
I tried to look for AI generated art on the drive-thru to see how bad the problem is, and it looks like it boils down to 2 people at the moment.
Oh.
Now there's more people with 1 or 2, especially Traveler or Cepheus people, because they use automated tools to generate world maps all the time. They have been for the last couple of years. That's been a pretty standard tool, especially if you're doing a whole sector. And yeah, this world got 40% water, ice caps. Give me some possibilities, and they pop them out, and they pick the best one.
But we digress.
We're going to digress.
Anyway,
Category number 10. Oh, sorry. Number
shoot.
9 was thing with the
9.
most awesome maps.
Mhm.
Okay, so and since Matt is actually probably unable to be part of it, and I don't believe Dyson does OSR anymore.
Fun fact: Dyson is also an AI.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say anything about OSR maps. It can be any maps, apparently.
Oh yeah.
All right. OSR maps. All right, we got to put that in there.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
all right.
and then the thing about the most badass art, I mean, like, what is, like, in what? Is that one picture? Is that the
You know
whole
you're gonna get a shit
thing?
ton of morkboard crap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at so.
but yeah, I
badass.
think you need a
Yellow.
parentheses like podcast, like the podcast.
I mean,
and the
why don't you
video.
go, instead of the thing with the most badass art, why don't you go with something like the most badass cover? So it kind
Cover.
of,
All right, cover.
you
it.
know, so that way it kind of makes it more specific. For
Okay.
that.
Same
And
with
I
the
would,
most-
I would add the most badass illustration. You know, that's an interior piece.
So we can different categories.
It's the difference between art and illustration. Same thing, no?
Well, cover and internal illustration. So you can do.
So two different things.
Two different
Badass cover art and internal illustration.
Yeah.
So
but a single piece for each.
Yeah. You can't submit like 19 pieces.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The
Right.
categories, the whole thing. So and maps and then the coolest adventure module, but the categories. I think I could maybe copy this. Let me see if it'll take it if I post it in there.
Coolest adventure module.
All right. So if we're looking at, fuck you, fucking YouTube. All right. So submit one thing per category, but the same thing can be submitted for multiple categories.
Right.
Like you put out a module, right? And you want to say, oh, there's a good art and good maps. You put it in all categories. Put it in the email because we're going to set up an email address, guys. And we're not looking for fucking real submissions to cost you money and to get us free shit that we can sell on eBay and retire.
PDF.
No.
PDFs. That's it.
PDFs, yeah.
Give us the PDF in an email or a link to it so that we can download it, right? And put in the email body of itself what you're submitting it for. Like this PDF is my adventure module. I would like it submitted to be considered for the best cover art and the best coolest adventure module. That's it. Put something like that in there, And the time frame produced from August 1st, 2022, around when we started talking about this, to August 1st, 2023.
Oh, July 31st. July 31st.
July 31st. Okay.
So I got one more comment.
Wait a minute. 1 second, Rob. Let me get through. All right. Because I'm going to roll here. July 31st. And I'm typing as I talk. PDF only or link. And in terms of Kickstarters, right? Because if it's produced via Kickstarter, there's a question of when the hell was it produced? When you funded it? When it ships. So when it's fulfilled, or if it's not a Kickstarter for anything else, when the product was first published for sale or consumption.
Right.
That's it, right?
That's it. That's why we have a lawyer on this team.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's the only real thinking I did today. and then people are going to say this. Well, what's the OSR? Us. We decide what it is. We know it when we see it, just like porn. All right. The old famous story about what's porn. You know it when you see it, says the judge.
Right.
We know it when we see it. Don't bother. I think we could all pretty much agree. Don't bother submitting story game shit. Right. It's probably not going to fly, and then the award will be a challenge coin. Eric, I never heard of this shit before. You brought up.
Yeah, I just learned about that too. It looked really cool.
Yeah, so you got a picture? I think somebody posted a picture.
I don't know.
Now, do we need a best setting OSR setting category?
Hold on a second. I have challenge coin nearby. Hold on.
How many are produced every year, Rob? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? There's no settings for the OSR produced. I think there's existing ones that people produce.
A lot of those zines that they produce are setting zines though too. So
how could you have a setting in a zine?
I don't
know. Hey, Black Marsh Joe.
Is that I guess it's a little setting.
It's a lot.
A little setting?
I guess it's a little setting.
Okay, got 10,000 download. I guess it is low.
I'm talking about the scope of it. How many miles is it? You know what I mean? I hear setting. I'm thinking Greyhawk, Forgotten Realms, My Star. I'm thinking a world.
No, you're thinking a campaign world.
That's what I say. When you say setting, I think campaign world.
I'm going to do a
regional setting is not a setting.
It is, I guess.
Here to see.
Let's
see if I can.
Can't really see it here. There we go.
There you go.
So, and you can have front and back done up.
Those are so cool, Eric.
They are.
I've never seen those. God, I've got like 50 of them. You want me to go grab one?
Yeah, I'd like to see what yours are, Matt. No, I've never even heard of them before until you guys mentioned them the other day.
I've got, I don't know, a small collection, probably about a dozen, but I got a set of 4 from last year's 9/11 collection for the 20 years. So these are the 4 sergeants from my union that were lost. So if my union sells these at $45 for a set of 5 in a box, I am sure that we can get them made in smaller numbers for $10 to $12 a coin. I'll say it right now: the tavern's affiliate sales will cover that. So the community. We're not going to do a GoFundMe, so you have to donate. The only things we're going to ask people to donate is PDF products so we can review it.
Yeah.
If we don't know about your stuff, we can't judge it.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be sending shit to 6 or 7 people physical product and then get nothing. Now, what we could do, and what I'd like to do, is do 2 coins per category. Basically like
a gold and silver type
gold
thing.
And silver.
Okay.
and we can have an inner piece in gold, or the rim in gold, and the rim of the other one in silver. We'll figure it out. We have a little time. I have some artists I can talk to. That might be a little. Once we have the design done, it's a design that just can carry
You
over.
kind of know what it
year.
is, right? It's gonna be Matt falling off a ladder, right? I mean, didn't Greg design that thing? Isn't that going to be the image?
Holy shit! Did you just say Zine?
He did.
He did. Slipped.
You take him to the
Must be a New Yorker thing or something,
I don't
weirdo.
know.
May you be cursed with falling off of 1,000 ladders, Joe.
No, I don't wish that upon anyone.
No. We got to keep Joe upright. He's our lawyer in the group. We got to make sure he's keeping everybody straight.
Hey, Joe, you may be right about the setting. It can go under the thing most actually be used as a table by a DM.
Okay.
And then Thomas in the chat said, what about fanzine entry? Just a overall zine type thing.
I like that.
What's the difference between most killer OSR zine and fanzine? What's the difference?
Oh, okay. Most killer OSR. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot.
Well, hold on a second. I thought we were just going to fucking do whatever the hell we want. So if somebody submits something that's awesome, we're just going to pick it. You guys are actually like writing out fucking rules for it?
We have 11 categories, dude. Right
well,
now.
Yeah, but I mean, common sense. You don't need to write. Come on, we don't need to be
Really, these guys to just
manual
make
for the
decision that
the
way. Come
content.
on, Matt. You know them.
And it could be ties, right? It could be like everybody has their. You can have to have a ranking, like everybody picks their top 5, and then you have to score it based upon everybody's top 5 list. Because you don't get to go, I give you my favorite, because it's gonna be 6 of us, and there'll be 6 different choices, and then
7 actually. Bad Mike is in this too.
All right, for 7. So they're gonna be 7, and then it's gonna be like. The bad. I don't know. Roll the D7. Break out your DCC dice.
Right.
By the way, the ugliest die I've ever seen is the original 7-sided die. Oh my god. Oh jeez. All right. So, Dollinwood is an OSR setting, first published in a Zine. See, I'm getting better. Oh, wait.
Oh, you screwed it up. That wasn't that.
Oh.
You said it the wrong way again, Derek.
All right. Well, I'm getting better.
We fit the wine wall in the Tenkar household,
no.
apparently.
The wine wall means I would actually say it as Zine, not Zine.
Right.
Okay. The wine wall will make me go, what do I normally say? All right. Zine must be right because it sounds wrong.
Usually you figure New Yorkers would be better with 4-letter words,
Yeah, you're true.
It's not a good 4-letter word.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got it. So we got the 11 categories. So, Rob, you're saying we should lump in the setting into the other things. So, yeah, it could be the best product or whatever, or most useful thing. So we got that in there. So so here we go. I mean, and again, this is it. This is the whole thing, Eric. You
that's cool, man.
Really cool.
That's the nice
What's it say on the back, Matt?
It's like a gold medal without the string.
It does. I mean, those things. I love those things.
You're muted, Matt. Nobody likes a muted Matt.
Yeah.
This is from the local college, so it's Austin P State University. I just gave it away. Anyway, and then the back is all hail to those who serve. It had to do something with like veterans something.
Oh, okay.
And then this one is some. I hate challenge coins. Just so you know, I've seen people get coins because they held a flag in a rainstorm, and you're like, what? But anyway.
So it's like a participation trophy then. Huh?
Sometimes it is, yes.
Yeah.
And then this one's got the you can't read it.
Got your name on there, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Signature.
This is a Sergeant Major, a Command Sergeant Major coin. So
gotcha.
I think I got this for helping 101st deploy. So it's got Command Sergeant Major. It's my name, and then it's got the shit. I can't read. Hold on.
Time to get the old man map. There he goes.
There we go. All right. So it says,
there he goes.
Selfless service, respect, duty, loyalty, honor, integrity, and personal courage. It's like the motto.
That's cool. I like that. I like that idea. Yeah,
but they have look up challenge coins because there are some like the Spartan races.
I saw those. Yeah, those are cool.
Badass ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'd never heard of those before, and then because I those dumbass coins they sometimes make for what the hell, Matt, D&D or something.
He's got me on the big screen.
Yeah, he does. Stupid. I always like to get into those because I just love the the heft and the weight.
Well, I know everybody get out their bingo card. I know LARPs make up order
Oh,
coinage.
there it is. They make what?
Oh, Mr. Carter, I had
They
that
order
on my
coinage.
card.
They order coinage.
Yeah, but they're made by the same people who make tokens for game machines.
Oh, right. Yeah. That makes sense.
So, Eric, is this the dice, the ugly D7 you're talking about?
No, it's like black with
The
like,
original.
the
He's talking
original,
about
the original
original
D7.
I thought I had original
And
set.
that's not the original.
Oh,
The
well.
original D7 before they started making like mass-produced ones looked like
Right.
somebody puked up a Las Vegas guy with an exercise. Like this came from a weird dimension, and it looks like it should be in Vegas, and yet it's like horribly mismatched.
Jesus.
Oh,
You're sure you're not? You're talking about the D5?
no,
The D5 was pretty fucking ugly too.
yeah.
Hey, so one last thing. We're talking about this awards thing. We're going to, I think we talked, Eric, you talked to Tom the other night, right? About a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm gonna talk to him
on the
on the
show.
party.
Yep.
On the pre-con get it on.
Yeah, pre-con, get around nice.
Right.
Yeah, so it's going to get ShireCon. If all goes well, Eric's going to talk to Tom rather, and see if they could, announce it there this year, and then next year will be the first announcements of the awards between the morning and the afternoon session. There's an hour. People eat lunch or whatnot, so it's perfect. We'll announce the categories, give out the awards. You don't have to be there, obviously, to get your award.
And that's the great thing too. Like shipping a challenge coin is not going to
Right.
Even if you got to ship it across the world, you know what? All right. So that costs $20 to go to New Zealand or whatever. Yep. It's not like it's going to be like, holy shit, $85 to send a 32-page magazine. No, it'll be doable. It's not going to break anyone's bank. Now, the thing is, the challenge coins for each category are going to look the same. So whether you win for best zine or best product, they're all going to look the same. But I think we'll do a new run every year. So we'll have 2023, 2024.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Yeah, and you got the rights to use it on your product, right? The imprint or the image and all that. So
and listen, whatever the image is on the one side, maybe we do a ShireCon image on the other side.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's really cool.
That makes sense. That'd be a nice tie-in
to play with.
Yeah, they're good enough to let us host it there. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. That's. I think this is cool, man. This is really cool. I'm jazzed for it, And all we got to do, Eric, is put up like a sub tab on your main tankerstavern.com and then create an email address for all the submissions. And then every once in a while we could set up like a Google Drive server. Once a month we call all the submissions, drop them into the server under the category they're submitted for, and then we just go through it over time.
But here's the thing: it doesn't have to just be on Tenkar's Tavern. You could put the link up on everybody's blog. It could be up. I could be a pinned comment after my video, or your video, or Matt's video. It doesn't. You get the word out, and
Oh,
Rob is still looking for that D7. By the way,
I found it. I think I found it.
It's still digging through his box.
It's like non-Euclidean geometry.
It's the right shape, but the original ones weren't even like crystal. The first ones I saw looked like it had a mixture of what do you call it? Symbols from standard pip dice and numbers. I was just like, who the
they switched those up, huh?
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck would you do that? It's got this like a four-sided flat side and a three. I was like, I have it somewhere. God only knows.
I'm kind of excited about this. I really got to say, I really am. This is nice. This is going to be fun, I think, and it's going to get like a new level of quality in the awards with integrity. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have, until they start calling us gatekeepers.
Yeah, gatekeepers. Gatekeepers.
I mean, we're gonna get. They're gonna say, instead of just being a bunch of dumbasses who just going through some gaming stuff they like, which is what it boils down to.
You don't like Sword Dream. I know it.
But to be our standard reply. We thank you for your comment, but just realize we're a bunch of dumbasses who just telling people what they like.
There we go. What we like is what's good. The Tenkar's Minion shirt. I'm going to be bringing one to ShireCon. I'll be wearing one.
Nice.
But I'm going to be bringing one to give away. It's the one that didn't pass muster.
Wait a minute. Can you be your own minion?
You could be.
I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know, but I'm gonna wear it because it's a comfortable shirt with the V-neck.
With a V-neck. Oh boy.
But I can only find so far one shirt publisher that will not say, "Oh shit, I think we're playing with material that might violate somebody's copyright, even though it's a parody."
Right.
And they're like, "Oh no, you can't do it. You can't do it." So there's even a shirt that got rejected. I'm rejecting because it didn't print out large enough on the shirt. After they sent it to me, they told me, "Oh, we canceled your order." I'm like, "You already sent it to me, you dumb fucks!" But I can't make any more. So I have one company that's fine with it, but they don't have an online store, so I have to order the stuff separately. I'm trying to find a way around that so I can get it out there. But what?
Wait a minute. Do you have a problem shipping physical products you don't want to? Because if you need an online store, there's always Etsy.
Yeah, I don't know if this thing
Technically, it is handmade by you. You did the drawing.
But it will actually drop ship through certain vendors. I guess Etsy's one of them. So, but I don't really want to have to do shipping. I don't want to buy stuff in bulk and go, "All right, guys. Well, I know we're all a bunch of fat fucks, so I only ordered a bunch of 2X's and 3X's."
And you need a 5 or 6 for me, Eric. By the way, just get one of those in there.
Yeah, I honestly, it's kind of like that. So it's like I'd rather do on demand, but the on demand places are all like, that looks like maybe Minions. We don't know, but our computer says we don't want to get anywhere within a 10-foot pole radius. Stay away. So, but I will wear a sample, and if folks are interested enough, I will figure out what the price is and what it's going to cost me to mail it.
Rob just clapped and raised his thumbs in the air. What are we looking at, Rob?
We can use AI generation to create your.
I think we need an AI generation to generate a new Rob next time.
Thank you, Tim.
Heat20ware. I will have to check
out back a single day and you're busting my chops.
That's right. Gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Oh, those. I mean, I like those T-shirts, Eric. They look fun. I definitely, when you finally get them in, I definitely want to grab them.
Well, you love the T-shirts, Tim. You have a collection, right, of all the gamer T-shirts or whatever.
Not a ton of them, but I have mine. I mean, the last T-shirt I bought was not gaming oriented. It was like my favorite childhood memory is not having back pain. So so I got old man T-shirts type things too. So.
Now, torchlight hats I can do.
Oh, torchlight hats.
Nice.
Now,
you need a torchlight on the hat, like an old miner for a torchlight hat.
All right. Yeah. So I will be bringing one of these to ShireCon to give away. And that I can put a link up. You can order your own. That is not a problem. But Minions, oh my God, not the Minions. So yes, Mike. Extra large, gamer small. I know. Can't order that.
Gamer small.
That's a kid size, right? It's like, I need it for the kids. If it's too large, just wash it in warm water, hot water a couple of times. It'll shrink. Don't worry about it.
It'll shrink, yeah.
Or hang out with gamers and you'll get bigger.
The coolest one I saw, the coolest shirt I saw recently online, I almost bought, but I'm losing weight, so I don't want to buy a shirt that I don't want to use. That's my excuse, right? Is Cthulhu, No Lives Matter.
Right, yeah, I've seen that one.
That's great, man. I almost got that for myself, and my brother's listening. I wouldn't mind it for Christmas, just saying, just throw it out there to kids, I'll tell you what size I am at the time.
There you go.
So we want to hear about Gamma World, Eric. What is this?
Not Gamma, not
Gamma World. What the fuck was it?
SpellJammer.
SpellJammer. Yes. I heard it sucked. That's the only thing I heard about.
Is anybody talking about SpellJammer?
It worked for a minute and a half, and then it just dropped.
Not because for a supplement about flying spaceships through space, visiting weird and strange and unusual place. It doesn't have anything about spaceship. It doesn't have anything about weird or unusual place, and it doesn't have anything about space. From what I heard.
All right. Yeah. I heard there was no combat for the ships either. It was the shitty combat rules or something.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, right. Yeah, because you can do ship to ship. You had to get engaged like you had to do hand-to-hand combat instead or something like that.
Yeah, there was no like how do you shoot a cannon at that ship, like broadsides and something like that.
Well, and apparently, now I was told this by I learned this last night in the Discord hangout. One of our semi-irregular regulars, is a 5e fan, OSR fan, but a 5e fan, plays 5e, and he's like, he goes, beyond the fact that they screwed up a race, made it racially offensive, and blamed the racial offensiveness on the original write-up, which never had any of that stuff. But he goes, but not only that, he goes, they screwed up the mechanics of their own system. So they had to give an errata on how this thing actually flies.
Jesus Christ!
But apparently the rules as written didn't work, and that was found out too.
Jesus Christ! Who the hell is playing? It
They're
goes
not
back to the box
playtesting
set.
it.
They're not reading it. It's like gamers aren't writing this shit because gamers who write it, who play it, who play test it, would find this shit. It's like they hired some fucking hack. Hey, we need here's some PDFs on SpellJammer. Put some bullshit together, 64 pages and blah blah blah. Go, and they're like, oh, what's SpellJammer? And yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. It's like and this is always the end of every cycle. Do you notice this, guys? The end of every edition cycle is shit products. That's when you're going to get a new edition.
Hold on. 4E with their Essentials line didn't do half bad. They returned back to their sandbox route and actually came out with a couple of decent stuff for Harkwood, but it was just too little, too late.
But at the end of 4E, weren't they also recycling old settings? Like they brought back Dark Sun?
Yeah.
It's like bring back Dark Sun.
They were thrashing.
Sorry, did someone mention 4E? I blacked out.
Yeah, exactly. The oxygen left the room at that point.
I think I gotta go potty. But when it comes to settings, I said this on my video when I covered this. They would never do a 5e or a 1D&D version of Dark Sun. That's done. You want to find that, you're gonna have to find a fan hack because they're never gonna touch a setting that dark with that much of. We're basically, if your PCs aren't doing at least a little evil, there's something wrong because they're going to do evil just to survive. You have moral questions kind of in Dark Sun of, do we kill the few or the many to accomplish our goal? Well, we can kill a few innocents or a lot of innocents. Let's just kill a few innocents. Those were the moral quandaries you had. They'll never do that again.
Right.
You don't have. It's going to be in the hands of third-party publishers to publish material that challenges the mind, the emotions,
pushes the boundaries. It's like we're in the auteur phase of the movies in the late. We're basically with Dennis Hopper and Easy Rider stage, where anything that's cool is coming out is put out by the outsiders, not the insiders. Yeah. We're starting a whole new wave of it, basically. I think that's where we're at.
But now with this material, with the Hadozi, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Oh yeah, I heard that word. I know what the fuck it was. What is this? Okay. Another racist thing?
So it's a race. And listen, I am far from quote woke, and I will tell you right now, this is offensive. Or somebody who I spoke with said, "Hey, I have members of my gaming group that are African American, and they get a kick out of all the orcs being racist. They think it's hilarious. They're like, it's bullshit." And then they saw this one, they went, "What the fuck were they thinking?"
What was it? I don't know what it is.
Okay.
What
I don't know either.
Oh, here's the
all
thing.
New here. We're diving into RPG pundit waters here. What do we got going on?
Here's what you have. You have monkeys, flying monkey creatures.
Oh fuck!
That were uplifted by a mad wizard, a mad mage, and given intelligence, so he can enslave them to be warriors to be sold.
Holy fucking Christ! Are you serious?
Yes. So
this was in plain. This is in SpellJammer.
This is in SpellJammer. Okay. This is the background material that was initially put in there, which they tried to blame on the original setting material from 2E. It's not there.
And that's what Bad Mike is saying in the chat. I think he's saying Steve Winter put the blame entirely on Wizards of the Coast. Said they were weasel wording to make it seem like the earlier editions had the racial content when it was all on Wizards of the Coast. Holy fuck.
So because remember, they put out that disclaimer for all their old material. but some bad Mike's going to find a quote. So we'll
Yeah, he's going to find the exact quote. That was a paraphrase, so we'll find it.
So here, look at these creatures in front of you. All right, especially the one on the left, which is dark. Again, I'm just calling it as I see it. The one on the left with the loot is darker skin. So you're basically getting a minstrel show, which is what people have been saying online, of creatures that were given intelligence from a non-intelligent species, given intelligence so they could become warrior creatures that were going to be sold on the market. So for that kind of insanity, that is such a... oh, Mike says I got to put him on. So hold on a second.
All right. He's going to come in. Tell us the quote.
Moreless blowhards hoisted by their own petard. Film at 11.
Pretty much. I mean, how the hell? There's a lot of stupid shit.
Plus, you always hear about them hiring sensitivity reviewers in every company these days. Did they fire them?
I think this book actually mentioned. I mean, I can't say for sure, but I thought this book actually mentioned that they've hired, sensitivity, cultural, whatever. I mean,
right.
Listen, you can't blame this on. Oh, we had the intern doing the writing and the editing. This is somebody on that team. Well, more than one, right? It's the person that wrote it, the person that reviewed it, that thought that this was appropriate.
Who the hell didn't? I mean, how does this get by all the levels of review?
Well, we got a little
Republicans awaken the power.
Oh, we got Fox News in the background. It sounds like.
Hey, Hattie, could you turn that down a little bit?
You tell Zach. You tell Zach what to do.
No, my wife. I'm in the hotel with my wife here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So I have the quotes from Steve Winter. I'm going to read them because it's easier for me to just read them.
Eric, can you bring Mike up higher? We don't see him because of the quote. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
You got there's 3 people on now, man. There's all these people on. What's going on here?
Hold on, Mike. I gotta pull you up. That didn't sound right.
There you go.
There
we go.
So Eric read you the apology by Watsy, correct?
Oh, I didn't actually read the
yet. We didn't get the apology.
Here, hold on. Let me read you.
Actually, you don't have to because so I'm going to read you what Steve Winter posted on somebody else's page. So Steve Winter posted this because, by the way, Steve Winter was the major architect of Star Frontiers, and so he basically created the Yazarian, which are the source of the Hadazi or whatever they call it. So I don't think he's very happy about basically being weasel word that, these guys created this racist creation years ago. We're just fixing it. Because here's what Steve said. Watsy's apology states the campaign includes a people called Hadazi, which first appeared in 1982. Regrettably, not all portions of the content related to the Hadazi were properly vetted before appearing in our most recent release. So that's what they said.
Right.
So Steve says, so they never outright put blame on TSR, but they imply the problem was a legacy from material dating back to TSR. And that's the problem. The material in question was created by Watsy, not created by TSR. And this has been proven by people who posted descriptions of the Azerian race over the years. It wasn't until Watsy created that terrible origin that Eric told you about that there was actually racial content. Up until then, there was nothing in the origin of the Yazirian that said that. And then Steve Winter also follows up with, what I haven't seen anywhere yet is some detective work investigating when the slavery aspects really were introduced. It should be easy to pinpoint provided someone has all the relevant reference books. It's interesting that TSR actually had a written policy addressing ethics and what could and could not be portrayed in RPG material. I don't know whether Watsy has such a thing now. It didn't when I was there. We got a lot of crap for it at the time. It was when Vampire and other dark adult RPGs were all the rage, but it looks rather prescient now. So he's basically saying this was not me, and right. They are trying to make it seem like it was me. But and Steve's being very circumspect about that because he still does work for Watsy. He doesn't want to say they're liars, but he's basically saying they're liars.
Right.
So Eric,
yeah,
I gave you the a readable screenshot of the AD&D SpellJammer page on the Hadazi. I don't see it. I don't. It's in. I gave it to you in a personal message on Discord.
Well, dude, I can only. It's
only so many windows.
I'm sorry. I know. I just realized that sounded critical. I apologize.
It's
No,
okay.
We're gonna be
Hold on.
thumbnails. Yeah, we're getting tinier and tinier here.
Hold on, I gotta be able to.
Anyway, the point is that their quote unquote apology used very odd phrasing and wording to make it seem like, first of all, the Hadizee was not created in 1982. The Azerians were. Hadizee was a name given to it later during the Spelljammer days. So they're wrong on that. They're making it seem like this is a legacy race that goes back years and years and years. It doesn't. Steve Winter created the Azerian in 1982. So that's wrong right there. The fact they're implying this race has been around a long time. So whatever we did on it was this was done a long time ago. But they absolutely infer in here that this was done a long time ago and they fixed it. And that's absolutely the most Weasley thing I've ever read. That they're not fessing up and said, "Look, this was done by us. We are sorry. We didn't mean to do it." They're saying, "Yeah, those old guys. They did a lot of really racist things back in the day, and we're just kind of fixing it right now. We're really sorry about that." That's exactly how.
Here is their background. One paragraph. The Hadozee relationship with the elves go back to the time of the Inhuman Wars or Unhuman Wars, when the decades first showed a level of conscience and culture greater than the orcs and their kin, which they had previously been grouped. The Hadozee aided the elves in that war, and they've been allied ever since. The elves have willingly employed the talents of the Hadozee, and in return paid them well. The elves in no way consider the Hadozee to be an equal race, however.
That's it. There's no mention of slavery, of monkeys, whatever. That was all created by WotC. So there's zero evidence that TSR ever created this problem that WotC is now saying it's because
the worst thing in this entry is they call them decades as a slang term.
Yeah.
They call them what?
Decades. Called decades. The Hadozees are indeed ape-like. Because the reason they called them that, because Hadozee, later on it says, Hadozees of both sexes are eager to be accepted into the company of sailors and mercenaries that sail among the stars. It paints a picture that these guys really like traveling around on Spelljammer.
So if you look at Steve's, Steve, the things I read by him, he's basically, like I said, he still works for WotC. He can't really afford to throw him under the bus totally. But what he's saying is, we had a code of conduct back then, and this would have never passed muster. The thing that WotC's saying we did, we would have never published that because during my time there, they had a policy that this would have not passed muster. So he's very subtly putting it back on WotC and saying this is all WotC's fault. This has nothing to do with anything I wrote or that we wrote back then. And I think that's despicable. I'll be honest. I think absolutely despicable they did that.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean, all of it. I mean, probably a lot of us here probably don't have a lot of faith in WotC to begin with their integrity, because it's been crumbling. And I mean, anything that would come out of their statements or as they try to kind of. It's funny how when you try to make yourself like a poster child of inclusion and all this stuff, how the foundation starts to erode when all your own sins start to appear.
Yeah.
And how they lie to cover it. And so they're just becoming just a mockery.
Well, they never believed the stuff in the first place. That's the whole thing. They were just doing it because it's commercially profitable. They wanted to try to sell to people that believe that shit. They put anything on the cover in order to sell more product. They don't give a shit about your feelings or your history or anything. Right. They don't know anything about anybody. It used to be that if you were multicultural, you actually knew shit. You're like, oh, I've been to places. I've done that. I've seen
Somebody woke Greg up. Somebody woke Greg up.
I'm gonna fucking pretend like I know shit. Like they don't know ass from
Well, I got one. I got one.
Watsy's a piece of shit.
I got one of the top views. They're corporations are basically a feudal relic. So you got your king, the CEO, and he has his little dukes and his barons, and God forbid you should disobey any of them because they're cannon their ass. So no wonder they fuck up all the time like this, because it just it's just little tin pot rulers dictating what. If you want freedom, go and get the freaking open content and get your stuff out there, and that's the only way we're going to get true diversity.
I actually have Eric, you said you did not read the original apology by WotC?
I
I've got here. So knowing what I just said, I'm going to read this. So this is what they said. We wanted to acknowledge and own the inclusion of offensive material within our recent SpellJammer Adventures in Space content. We failed you, our players, and our fans, and we are truly sorry. Okay, now here's the relevant part. The campaign includes a people called Hadazee, which first appeared in 1982. Regrettably, not all portions of the content related to the Hadazee were properly vetted before appearing in our most recent release. As we continue to grow and learn through every situation, we recognize that to live our values, we have to do better. Throughout the 50-year history of Dungeons & Dragons, some of the characters of the game have been monstrous and evil, using descriptions that are painfully reminiscent of how real-world groups have been and continue to be denigrated. We understand the urgency of changing how we work to better ensure a more inclusive game. That's very... Do you see how weirdly that's worded?
Yeah, it's kind of saying that this is a 50-year-old problem. It's not our problem.
It's not.
Right.
It's a WotC problem. So they say effective immediately we'll remove the offensive content about Hadazee in our digital versions, and these will no longer be included in future reprints of the book. Our priority is to make things right when we make mistakes. In addition, we've initiated a thorough internal review of the situation, and we'll take the necessary actions as a result of the review. I think somebody's getting fired.
I bet they are. Yeah.
But that is worded so oddly and so weirdly. I could write that better. I would rewrite it for him because that's very much worded to say, look, this is a problem that's been going on for years and years and years. We're sorry this happened. But they do not take responsibility for this happening.
You know what sucks is that a piece of shit product that had low value as it was is now going to be higher value because it has the Hadazee in it. Right? It's going to be a collector's edition with the racist Hadazee in there, and so it's going to like go up in value when it's not worth the goddamn toilet paper.
Anytime you make something like a bad thing, it's like back in the day when they came out with those parental advisory stickers on stuff. That 2 Live Crew, they had a shitty album with a one-clicky song, but it became one of the all-time bestsellers because it was the first parental advisory.
That's how you knew when it was cool to buy. You see the stickers, like I got to buy that.
I'm going to be contrary. I think SpellJammer. This issue aside,
you're going to be contrary, Rob? No.
Yeah.
Put that on our bingo card.
There'll be proof too.
So, but I think SpellJammer is so bad of a supplement. It just this is not going to even salvage.
No, I don't think so either. Because it's not going to be like the Cthulhu mythos and the the original deities. It's not going to be anything like that.
There won't be a second print. There's not going to be a second print.
No, of course.
They've already fixed it on. D&D Beyond or Beyond
online. So welcome to the new world when they'll just basically they're going to fix everything digitally, and so you won't know what was bad.
We'll fix it by deleting.
And by the way, I just want to tell climbing the mountain, I would never do a LARP SpellJammer.
He draws.
I didn't even do LARP Vampire. I like my D&D. I like my D&D in the woods, but if it's not D&D in the woods, I did not play it. Not my interest.
In the woods. Okay.
But hey, so tell me, who is the creative in charge of the creative side of WotC these days?
I thought Wyatt wasn't he, or something like that? The lead designer is James Wyatt.
For everything, or
I don't know. The stuff that I've recently got, I thought like the books I'm looking at right now, he seems to be the lead designer on those, but that doesn't mean it's across the board.
Yeah, I think the lead designer is for a specific product. I wonder who.
Jeremy Crawford.
Well, I thought is he the overall person?
He's the overall.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Jeremy's head's not going to roll, so let's move on from there because he's not going anywhere. Yeah.
Well, no, he's got a faux hawk. Nobody can fire him.
Yeah, he's got the axe.
Protected. He's good.
Why did he have plot armor here?
He's basically the de facto runner of 5e at this point. He's
not going to.
He's doing what Mike Morrell's used to do.
He will find a sacrificial lamb, and that lamb will be sacrificed.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to be like working in the. You're going to be working out of the basement for the next 6 months. You understand?
Right.
You're going to answer the phone calls on the weekends when Hasbro calls.
You're going to spend your weekend making X cards for the next 6. So there you go.
No, it looks like he's spending a fate point and getting out of a jail, using it as a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, who knows? But I mean, like you said, it's such a. From what now, I haven't read anything in that, but I mean, SpellJammer never really interested me to begin with.
It's not D&D; it's space shit,
right? But I mean, I I don't know. And then like all the deficiencies that everybody was talking about. How can you have a space game without having any space battle rules, for crying out loud?
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. But,
who was saying earlier, and then I think this is a good point, is that towards the end of the Empire, things get worse.
Yeah, that was
right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm starting to roll with that because I don't know if they care about their product anymore. I really don't. This is I've seen universally negative reviews on this from anybody. 5e fans, not 5e fans, everybody. I don't think I've seen one positive review of this.
And I don't know if you're here earlier, Mike. I kind of skewered their latest starter box set that they came out too, and how wonderful the first couple were, but how deficient and just off the mark this last one they put out were.
I've seen the first one. I thought it was really good. The one that the original came out was really good. So I haven't seen the later ones. So I don't know what's going on with those.
You know what gets me is that these people, they you could tell they don't have anybody with depth of knowledge making any decisions over there about the history of D&D and products, because you have so much material you can put out that people would actually fucking buy instead of SpellJammer. Right. How about Greyhawk? How about hire Joe Block to do a Greyhawk publication? You already have a Mystara publication. All you got to do is pay Mr. Welch. Motherfucker's got it for 5e already.
Or Mystara. People will kill again to have the known world out again.
That's what I just said. Man, Mr. Welch, the Mystara setting, Yeah, you get him. It's already there. He's already published the goddamn thing. It's a book you could get for free and make a donation with the button under to get for free. Download link. It's there, and these people would be fantastic. If they put it out. But in the Dragonlance, same thing. Jesus Christ, put out a good Dragonlance book.
They have plans for Dragonlance, though.
Yeah, it sounds like that's going to be kind of targeted for their next phase or something like that.
Yeah, I got a feeling Dragonlance. We're going to hypothesize. I think that Dragonlance is going to be released as a standalone 5e game setting. It's going to be what they're going to put their effort into as we wait for one D&D to birth fully, and to distract you with Dragonlance, fully compatible with 5th edition, but it's a standalone game because it makes you buy more core books, and it's going. My guess.
Right. Hey guys, I'm going to take off. My beautiful wife and I are going to dinner here in Arizona, and thanks for letting me jump on. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Always a good time. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Hopefully we get Raggy in 2 weeks. I'd love to.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Onward. I love the Random Party Generator. You guys are great.
Thanks, man.
Later.
Take care, man.
Everybody.
There's no Matt Jackson.
Yeah. I know we lost Matt. He had some important business to take care of. There we go. There he is. He's back. He's back.
Me and Ladders don't get along.
I mean, but of all the gaming worlds that they do have a chance to, I mean, Dragonlance to me, I think is kind of, and some people are going to hate me, is kind of weak sauce too. I mean, it wasn't the most interesting campaign world, I thought. I would like to see.
The key thing is, in order to make a good product, you have to hire people based on the quality of their work.
Oh, look at you! You're radical.
I know.
Didn't they already
that's crazy.
Didn't they already get in the legal battle with the original writers?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
and it was settled, and it was settled to the point where Weiss and Hickman seemed to be very satisfied.
Oh, that's good. Maybe they got some bank on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I would like to see him kind of explore some new stuff. I mean, I know you guys like Greyhawk and all that stuff, but you know what? I could go for something new besides.
Oh, that reminds
Greyhawk.
me. So to everybody listening, as it turns out, I guess one bright spot in recent years is that Wizards revised their fan policy, and it's pretty liberal. It turns out that Greyhawk map I did digitally, and that Josh did, or I'm sorry, Zach did. It turns out as long as we put the proper disclaimer on it and we don't sell it, that was okay.
Very nice.
Well, so they allow you to make it. You could do that anyways.
No, he
allow
allowed to
you
distribute
to
it.
perform free work on their behalf.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
they're giving their permission rather than have to do the old wink, wink, nudge, nudge that typically is done.
I guess I don't understand the advantage of that.
Well, I mean, I redrew the Darlene map. I mean, if they own the copyright, they could have said.
I get that, but I mean, like, who would make the Darlene map and then resell it?
Oh, there are people who would do just that.
Well, I mean, if they did that, then they deserve to get. But I mean, now they're just saying, well, you can make it, and we won't, as long as you attribute it. But I mean, what you're saying, Rob, doesn't stop other people from doing the illegal part either. So you're basically making rules for people who are following rules, and the people who are not going to follow the rules, it's not going to make any difference.
I don't know. It's like Greg said. I like to follow rules.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a rule, and it's a pretty liberal rule.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't. I guess it seems like a useless one to me.
Most rules are.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Well, I mean, that has a good point. By the way, my star has too much slavery to be reissued. Dragon. So
your star has too much slavery to be reissued.
Yeah, probably.
So does Al Qadim.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But see, the trick is if nobody actually reads the stuff because they aren't fans. Then they don't know that stuff's in there. Right. See, none of these people who are going around with their "you're a racist" stick have read any of the stuff that they're complaining about anyway. So when they finally read Al Qadim, they're going to be shocked.
Oh
my God, it's all
man,
that's
man,
pretty
bad. Yeah.
That's going to be a crazy day.
Yeah.
Wait, Planescape is coming out next year? Is that what somebody said?
That's what I was reading there.
Is that true?
It's rumored.
I don't know.
I've heard the rumors. I don't know. They keep their cards. Listen, Planescape has a larger following than SpellJammer.
I would think so. Yeah, because and I mean, and tell you the truth, to me, that looks more interesting,
right,
than SpellJammer to me. I mean, but it's just my taste or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know much about Planescape because by the time like all that Planescape and Dark World and SpellJammer came out, I'd already jumped to GURPS by that time and kind of got out of D&D for 20 years.
I have the box set. I remember it cost a lot of money.
I still have a soft spot for Birthright. I
know you do. You're weird.
I know. Sorry.
I remember I sat down at the kitchen table. I spent, it was like, stupid money I didn't have. It's that kind of, it's those days, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy this. People are talking about it and it looks cool. And it's Outer Planes, Planescape. I'm thinking we're going to see more Demogorgon, more Orcus,
right. Yeah.
All this shit, right? And then we're going to be, this is cool, Beelzebub and Asmodeus. And I opened the book and I'm like, the fuck is this? And I don't think I spent more than 10 minutes reading it. I was so mad. So fucking mad. I just put it away. I'm like, where's
that
the
Planescape?
Demons? Planescape, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you didn't like the in character setting being spoken to you?
Yeah, it was like okay, bub. Talking to me like,
they were doing the whole fiction thing to it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And they was explaining to me somebody in character was the narrator of the description of the books and the setting and this and that. And they were talking like some weird English accent that hasn't existed in 150 years. And I'm like, the fuck am I reading? And where's the demons and devils? And I got this weird Lady of Pain walking around and portals and dude, shut the fuck up. Give me D&D. What is this shit?
Right. Well, it's funny Ed mentioned it because the only thing I knew the Planescape Torment computer game. That was my only, and that was a cool game. It was a fun game, but I never played any of the in any Planescape game, or I don't think I have any of the books.
I gotta confess, I despise Planescape.
Really? You don't despise too much, Rob. Do tell.
No,
you're kind of a fan of most everything. I gotta hear this.
Show us on the game box where it touched you.
Yeah.
Well, I think it trivialized the basically the divine mythological demonic aspect of D&D. It made it just another place to adventure, a place. I mean, it was all very well put together, and the city of Sijo, I get why people like adventuring there. It's very evocative. But as far as, I mean, Tim knows, I like that Ars Magica book, The Malfictium. And
oh, God. Yeah, that was so good. I mean, the Ars Magica shit, but yeah, that Malfictium, they do a really good job. And then, yeah. But I mean, those guys kind of really kind of get into historical stuff and kind of make it gameable. So,
Yeah, and there you really felt the consequences of evil and
yes, you did.
How evil it was.
I mean, even reading the book, you kind of got creeped out. You know, it just
all right. I
yeah,
gotta find this book.
it's
Let me search my
good.
hard drive and see if it magically appears.
Yeah,
no, actually, I don't have to search my hard drive. I have.
Yeah, Rob's always in leaning distance of some
I know.
somewhere. You know, you see him kind of disappear. You see his shoulder for a second, then he pops back up with something.
It's usually digest size. Let's see what this is.
So this is the Malfictium.
The Malfictium. Yeah.
How do you spell MALE?
Well, just if you can read
it.
Malficum.
Malficum. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's anybody out there who's looking for some creepy, demonic, just spooky shit you want to add to your game. It's a really good source book.
Yeah,
it's got really creepy, art like this piece, right?
Yeah,
it's AI art, isn't it?
I don't think so. Not in 1992. No, I don't think so.
I'll have to take a look for that then.
Maybe they have drug-induced art, but
they have a good one too, or like the alternative. I think it's called the Pax Diem or something like that. That's the alternative.
There it is.
Yeah,
Pax
D.
A little bit like angels.
Yeah, because
go either way,
Yeah, I mean it's Ars Magica. You don't want to see either one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, like this is an angelic being.
Yeah, they're Old Testament angelic beings, kind of deal. Yeah,
be cool though, man.
Yeah, they are. They're good
for that shit. I'll take a look.
I know, Joe, but if you go down that hole, you're going to end up with a bunch of Ars Magica stuff.
And I noticed a million of them, right?
Yes,
Ars Magica stuff is the best.
And then they're like published by 4 different companies too. Like
Rob, you might not. Did you clear your screen, Rob? Before
I can't do that.
No, you better not do that. We might see, your history list.
My history list?
No, just.
Oh, you saw my screen? Yeah, my monitor tipped over.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a couple dozen, about maybe 36 Ars Magica books here. They're a great resource.
Yeah, I got quite a handful of them too, but they're good. You'll have to really search for them, Joe, because I think Atlas made books, Wizards of the Coast, White Wolf, and then there was another company that made.
They're all on Warehouse 23.
What's that?
You can go on the Noble Knight Games, and they have a ton of this stuff, and you can just search by Ars Magica, and it'll bring up all the different companies that publish
it. I might get a couple. I mean, it was good for looking for something interesting. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, since Matt isn't here to defend himself, we have made a wager. Matt and I has made a wager. As you know,
you're gonna cheat.
Yes,
nice.
I am.
You're the lawyer.
Matt and I have a slimy one too. Matt and I have a bet. Right, we each have a YouTube channel. It's kind of new. He's been putting out more shit recently. I've been putting out a few things, and we have maybe each have 8, 12 videos. Not even. I don't have 10. I don't think he has maybe 8 or 10. And so, I said, hey, we're gonna kick your ass, Jackson. I got 100 and whatever followers, and he's catching up. This motherfucker. I don't think he's hit triple digits yet, but he's like within spitting distance of triple digits, if not there by now. And so,
yeah, he was gaining a lot there.
He was. Yeah. So we made a bet of the next. So whoever gets monetized first, right? That's the bet. So monetization is 1,000 followers and 4,000 hours viewed, unless YouTube changes the algorithm or whatever the hell someday. But that's
you're not getting 1,000 followers from this.
Well, So here's the bet. It's like the whoever gets there first, the other guy got to buy him a nice steak dinner at a place of his choice at the next ShireCon that we all go to, and a $100 donation to the other guy's favorite charity. And I know a lot of girls named Charity down at the club, so we will have a good bet, and it will be fun. And so, guys, the YouTube channels that we each have, if you want to subscribe, mine is youtube.com/Joe the Lawyer. And Matt's is youtube.com/IHateLadders. Okay, so
if you wait, hold on. Here. This is Joe.
The actual one, Joe. Come on.
That's the lawyer trick, dude.
That's so funny.
I am putting this up so we have to have a legitimate.
Oh yeah!
Oh, look at this, the fair and square guys. Like it was a cop or something. Look for.
It's almost like Rob was running this thing.
I know. What the hell, man?
Listen,
I will say, watching Matt's video kind of inspired thinking I could do something like that, because if Matt can make a video,
whoa,
time out, Rob. Time out. You do know that the inspiration for me to do solo, like start my own anchor cast when I was doing anchor, is Tim, right? You realize Tim was the reason why I started doing my anchor cast.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't have recalled it until you told me. But yes, Tim was doing podcasts before any of us, I think.
And I was the one who told Eric to migrate from podcasts.
I was on podcasts before, but never solo. I never
to
do this myself.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would want to listen to me talking shit? What the fuck? And
ooh, I got a subscriber. I bet you Matt didn't. Thank you, Ed Allen. Yes.
I bet that person subscribed to you both.
Yeah, I already tested out some things. I can just tilt my camera down and just, I better not.
Whoa. Put your pants on next time, Rob.
Yeah, we don't need to see your one-eyed trouser mouse there, David.
No, it's not that. That was the dungeon map for the next session.
I'm gonna screenshot
for the next session.
I'm gonna screenshot that for later. All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah, so anyway, it'll be a fun thing. It'll be a fun time. It helps both of us to get our videos out. Matt does a lot of stuff on solo RPGs. I thought there's only like 19 or 20 people tops. He would have a max audience, but apparently it's pretty popular. And I give him credit where credit's due. His videos actually showed me what the fuck they were all about. Now I understand what the hell they are, how to do them, so they're actually interesting and entertaining. So, it's good shit.
Yeah,
but my videos are cooler.
Very good job with a minimalist setup, and he explained it all very well.
Yeah.
Here. I will throw a little extra into the pot. Whoever hits 1,000 first, the tavern will give you guys whoever gets there. I'll give
monetization, Eric. Right? You're saying whoever gets monetized first.
Whoever gets to 1,000 monetization.
1,000 followers.
1,000 subscribers. Whoever gets 1,000 subscribers first.
Yeah.
I will give you $100 in drive-through money. It could be one person you give it to. You give 10 people $10. I don't care. But I'll put $10. I'll put $100 into that pot because that's a fun pot. I like.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. It inspires us all to get our ass and do it because we're old and we'd rather sit there and watch stupid shit on TV like Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power.
I was thinking of doing something based off my How to Make a Fantasy Sandbox. Right now I have blog posts linked to each step. So instead of including, I can have a video link next to each step.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Rob. I mean, it's a funny thing because Tim inspired Eric to do Anchor. Eric inspired me to do Anchor. And then I suggested to Eric he just migrate to YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like this entanglement of friendship. It's kind of cool, man. It really is.
So Joe, just so you know, I think you picked up 5 and Matt picked up 6.
Motherfuckers. Right to my channel.
Wait. Greg, what does Matt say about that?
Matt, just so you know, it sounds like you fell on the ladder and it's off your ass.
Let's see what I got. What am I up to here? I am up to where the hell is this? This dashboard. Everything's so complicated with YouTube. Why can't they just have a simple fucking thing for old people to figure out?
I see you with 157 and Matt with 110.
All right. That's cool.
So you got him by 47 right now.
In triple digits. I got him by 47. I'm gonna have to buy some. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy some videos.
But I mean, to get to 1,000, you still got a hell of a long way to go. You better start putting out more videos, man.
I know. I only have 8 videos. One is an introduction, so 8 other ones. You know what I mean? But I gotta say, I do have one of them popped 1.4K views, and yes, Matt is jealous because I could talk 1D&D stuff and get some people to link into it. But
your little clickbait titles that you.
That's it. Yeah,
I
will maybe do one more of those, but I'm going to mostly focus on the second edition shit because I'm starting up the second edition campaign.
And then Joe, you need to do more because I mean, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but you do a good job at it. I like your videos and you present your information.
Who knows, Joe? You might actually get Tim to actually play a D&D second edition.
I would love it, man.
He sure as hell wouldn't for me.
10 months.
What, second edition? No. Oh, well, okay. Hold on. Hold on.
I love when you get an old fight.
Here comes the parry roll, guys.
You're gonna see.
We're playing GURPS now.
All right. How many times did you try to switch fucking systems on me, Rob? See, he's
between
silent.
1985
He's
and
silent.
1990, I would say at least a half a dozen times.
Oh, that was in a 6-month period probably because he was always seeing a new shiny, and I didn't want to jump. And I finally jumped on GURPS, and then he's telling me I didn't want to play 2E. I'm not buying that. That because we were kind of phasing out of that at that time, anyways, and then we got into GURPS. So no, Rob, it wasn't that I wasn't playing 2E with you. We were just on the we got on the GURPS train and kind of didn't leave. We were on that train for like 20 years or 15 years, or it was a long ass time.
Eric did that with me. Remember, Eric, when you were this is when
I miss GURPS actually. I don't know.
You talk about it a lot. You ought to play a campaigner together if you like it that much. But
Oh,
Eric pulled the stars without number on me once.
Oh yeah, that didn't last.
He did that. He did the stars because Eric. I didn't understand. Eric likes the system jump.
Yeah,
right?
I liked it, and it didn't.
He loved it, and he talked about it, and we're gonna roll up characters.
Which one was that?
Stars without number.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I played a Han Solo character with Doug and Peter, and I had this badass character and everything, and I got one session.
That was White Star.
Oh, that was White Star.
Now let me ask you: did any of these games have the unfazable advantage? Because you don't want to let them do that. You'll suck the joy out of your science fiction role playing campaign.
No, I don't.
If you allow him to play an unfazable character.
Matt's back.
Everybody's the min-max like you, Rob.
Matt's back.
There it is. He's got the red light district going on behind him there.
That's right.
Okay, Matt works for cheap. But,
do you want to? Do you guys want to see a magic trick real quick?
Oh, let's see.
Okay, Matt, cover your face like you're with your hands, like you did before. Doesn't he look like an uncircumcised penis?
Oh. All right, we're demonetized for sure.
That's perfect.
But Matt, we got you like 6 subscribers.
Well, Joe actually got you that, which was
Joe tried to get a leg up on you, and you're bad with him.
Oh, I know. Joe's got like this.
The people punished him.
All I said was subscribe to Matt's channel, youtube.com/IHateLadders. That's all I said. And for some reason, they didn't agree with that. So
I only got one new subscriber. So Joe, you don't have that.
Oh, you got 6.
That much pull. That's not what YouTube's telling me.
Yeah, look again, man.
What were you at, Matt?
You had 104 when I first pulled.
Oh, I do. I have 110.
Now you have 110.
And I got 5 more.
You got a 6-pack.
Some motherfucker didn't subscribe. Who's
what's funny though is Joe got 5 and you got 6. Even though he started.
I keep telling Joe I'm catching up to his ass.
Yeah, you are.
There's that many solo players in the world.
I think people.
I've only been talking about it for like months. I don't know.
We thought that was because you had no friends. That's why you were doing it. We didn't understand that it was a thing.
We have no idea why.
Right.
But Nat, here's the deal. Whoever hits 1,000 subscribers first, not gets monetized. Whoever hits 1,000 subscribers.
I'm not going to get 1,000. You think 1,000 people want to watch me?
As long as you don't put your face on a screen, you might.
Well, we didn't know 100 wanted to watch it.
Yeah, no shit.
Miracles happen.
It's in the realm, and it's in the realm. Whoever hits 1,000 first, I will put $100 of drive-through RPG credit into the pot to do a giveaway. So you can give away to one person for 100 or 10 for 10.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
I get 1,000 subscribers. I'll put $100 in there.
There you go.
Give away too. Shit.
I don't know how you got $100 it is. I thought it was like
I don't either.
Russian bots
I log in like
hired them, huh?
I log in every day and it's like you've got 2 more subscribers. I'm like, what? Who are all these people?
Yeah.
I mean, I've literally shared it in one Facebook group.
So there's only one Facebook group for it, isn't there? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I told you, look up Geek Gamers. It's this lady that has like 14,000 subscribers.
That's amazing.
Every one of her videos has like between 2,000 and 6,000 views.
No, she just shows her hands, I think. Don't
Yeah, it's just her hands. She doesn't.
I got a question, Matt. You were doing really well, like making 5 to 10 minute videos. Then you come out with like a 2-hour monstrosity or a 1 hour.
The last flight, I had to break it up into 2 videos because it was when I recorded it. Because I'm an idiot, I gotta edit things out because I bump the camera or, I spill stuff on the desk or whatever. So I edit it from like, I think 57 down to like, I think it ended up being like 45 minutes. And then the second video, which I've actually recorded, and I'm about 4/5 of the way done editing it. I've just been busy and not focused. And it's done. I'll probably post it tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's another one, Joe. You're falling behind, Joe.
I know. I gotta have to. Know what I got to do is a Sunday is a podcast, a YouTube show day. I'll do two on Sunday and put them out over the course of the week. I'm gonna have to do that to keep up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play another game, but I've actually got, and this. Okay, so you guys all know I love Christian Walker, right?
He's the coolest dude ever.
I've been thinking for a really long time, if you followed along with him, he made this world called Gath, which was sort of a parody
or something.
Yeah, it's apocalyptic parody of life in LA is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking to him. I've been wanting to do like a solo play in Gath. So I've been trying to get with him and get like, random tables created that could be like wandering monsters or locations and things like that. But I found the coolest dice. I'm not a video gamer. I'm sure Greg probably played this, but Deadlands, the video game, I love the aesthetic of the game. I found this lady
game, dude.
Huh?
There's a huge role-playing game for it.
Oh, is there? I don't know. But I found this lady on Etsy that takes dice. And if you've seen Deadland, or not
you're probably talking about Red Dead Revolver. Is that the one?
No,
Red Dead Redemption?
Hold on.
Redemption.
It's Deadlands, isn't it? Anyway, I found this lady. She takes these dice and she hand paints them so that they fit the aesthetic of the Deadlands video game. And they looking at them, you're just like, holy shit, it's Gath. So
that's very cool.
Is it Deadland you're thinking of, a weird Western kind of thing?
No, it's hold on, maybe I'm getting the game wrong.
And by the way, Matt, I like the minimalist style, your style of your video. I'm really considering doing maybe a video entry for each of my how to make a fantasy sandbox.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I mean, you definitely, Rob. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
I think
you get a lot of
Sorry, I got the video game. I'm a video game doof. Sorry,
Rob. You do well. I mean, get her up. Do you have a channel, Rob? Do you have like a channel sitting there waiting to go, or do you know what I mean, or what? What's your deal?
Maybe, but it's been maybe been 3 years since I set it up.
I know. I've had a channel for I don't know how long, and I never put anything up there.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Sorry, it's Borderlands. That's the video game I'm thinking of.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
She takes these dice and she paints them and then seals them. But I shared the link in our chat, Eric.
Oh, I was gonna say I gotta see these now.
So I ordered them. They were shipped yesterday. So
they're cool, dude.
Yeah, aren't they cool as fuck? Yeah,
they are. They're really cool. They look like they're made out of cardboard. You know what I'm saying?
The whole Borderlands thing, but there's
that's wild.
Yeah, so
and you can read them. Really look at the font of that. You can read that shit.
Well, look at the D20. If you roll a 20, you get a flame instead of a 20. I like that.
Yeah,
nice.
So anyway, those are on their way to me, and I really want. Yeah, there you go. Oh, she's gonna sell. She's gonna sell like 500 of them.
It's low in stock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling fast.
So I think when I bought it,
it's easy to read too.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, with that color choice, with that blue on that orange, it really pops.
I just loved it. I found it and I was like, oh my god, I got to get these, and I want to play Gath, probably using Whitebox, just because Whitebox. I mean, if you watch my videos, it's just so disgustingly easy.
Yeah.
And Christian's thing has always. I think he actually used Labyrinth Lord was his game.
Yeah, Labyrinth Lord. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's like English and American and United Kingdom English. So I mean, it'll be easy to kind of. But I want to use those, and I want to start a second game in a post-apocalyptic Gath world using those dice. So
because I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm hard of hearing. What is Gath or Gath? Am I even saying that right?
Gath, yeah, Gath. It's
TH.
He was doing a zine, not a zine. He was doing a one-page zine that he would mail out. He had like a mailing list, and each one was basically a scenario, but it was like a map with like, one group of monsters or scenario or encounter that you'd.
Look at Tim pulling a Rob in the background.
I know.
Look at that shit. Look at that. He's digging like Rob.
Yeah, I actually.
God, you guys
all
have
of
not
his,
known me long enough to start saying, "Oh, there's a Rob."
Yeah, well, I gave him the starter kit version of you, and then it just was easy.
We had an advanced.
Well, you made your starter kit too good.
Yeah, he made it the Rob
Barely.
Essentials kit, basically.
The
You know,
Rob
so very good.
Essentials
So that was it. Was through his tolling of the Great Black Bell, right, Matt? That was
I think it started there. Yeah, I think you're right.
So like
I actually
Kristen is
put
just
all of them
famous.
together in a PDF last year, I think.
Yeah, so this is my big book of Christian.
Nice.
And these are all the different ones that he's published through the years.
Does he have a site or a thing we could pimp out for him?
No, because he always drops them. The son of a bitch.
Yeah,
he deletes them. I'm
he's
like,
on
no, it's gone. I can't get it now. I know.
Yeah, he's on a non-gaming sabbatical. If you want that, I created the PDF.
I was going to say we got a PDF bundle somewhere.
I have it on my Google Drive or something.
Because Christian, I don't know, a couple years ago asked me for copies of all this stuff, and I said I have every freaking thing you sent me. Nice. But he'd always did these like little, just simple, fun artwork stuff, and it's all handwritten.
Yep.
The whole thing, and then he puts like a little map in the back, and it just kind of gives you these fun things like a ragdoll child.
He's
and
one of the coolest dudes. He's like a surfer, fisherman, teacher, chill motherfucker. And he plays music.
Christian's the reason why I started. I mean, we're talking about inspiring people. Christian's the main reason why I started doing zines.
Tim, yours is the first zine I ever bought, Tim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never bought it. I'm like, what's a zine? Oh, it's a Scothers Manor shit. Oh, look at this. Let me take a look.
That's actually, I've always drawn maps, but I never really kind of did it the way that he did it. And it's actually one of his. I actually kind of copied it. One of his. It's what is it? 5 feet equals, or 1 square equals
1
5
square
feet.
equals 5 feet. Yeah.
I stumbled upon that like in probably 2007, maybe. And then there was another one, Rhesus Monkey.
Right.
I don't think he has that anymore. Those both were what inspired me to get back into gaming after 40 and 3 destroyed me and my heart and my emotions. No, but no, Christian was the thing that got me started drawing. And then shortly after that, I mean, I'd been drawing, but not a lot. I went to Iraq and I took my iPad and I drew tons of stuff there. And then I really got into Brave Halfling, did White Box.
Yeah.
They did Explorers, and I worked with him on maps. And then I got involved with Inked Adventures. Joe, can't think of his name.
Oh, yeah. The one who does the Geomorph dice.
Yeah, I got involved with him.
How did you make the iPad work as a drawing tablet?
That's awesome for a drawing tablet. Man.
Yeah, that's how I actually
almost every map maker I know uses that.
Every map that's on my blog in the last decade has been made either on an iPad or on a Samsung S6 or S7.
Yeah, he just draws it with a pen.
I mean, anytime I use it, is it a special stylus? Because every time I use a stylus on my iPad, it feels like I'm drawing with a 1 millimeter thick felt pen.
I was able to even fuck around with it and come out with some utterly shitty maps, but I saw how it was done. You know what I mean? So it's doable.
Now, I will say I have not used my new iPad Air to do mapping, but that's because I love my S7 mapping program that I use. It's like I've been using it for probably 4 or 5 years now, and I just love it.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I wanted to see, John asked me a question up there. Why do you like 2E more than 1E or other old school editions? The basic thing is a lot of it's sentimental. We had our most fun. We started, my brother and I, with Menser Red. Then we went to Blue, and then we jumped to AD&D, right, in the first edition. And then we had fun doing that, but we had our most fun with the guys we still play with, all of them in college playing second edition. So it's a nostalgia thing. Yeah. It cleaned up a lot of first edition shit. And that's why I like it over first. Why I like it over the old school essential stuff is I do like some level, a higher level of tinkering stuff to tinker with and house rule and options and this and that than old school essentials gives me. I want more of a base to fuck with. Old school essentials, all I'd be doing is adding shit. Whereas second edition, I could switch around shit plus add shit, right? Third edition is just way too much shit. So it's part nostalgia, part because we have so much second edition shit, like the complete handbook of whatever the hell, and all the books and everything else, and so there's a lot there, So that's the main reason I'm going 2E. Half nostalgia and half because of it allows me to play with stuff.
I wish I could get in that game. Just time allotment.
Saturday. Here's the thing, man. I threw out Saturday night as a probably because that's who we play with mostly.
Right, of course.
Thursday night work for you.
Now, that's the thing. I couldn't even because you want to do like a multi-year spanning campaign, so it's just tough to try to commit to something like that. Because the way I run my campaigns, my campaigns are usually a season, or sometimes, as you guys know, kind of go through a year. I try to have a bookend because part of that. And I know I'm kind of going off track here, is because our group is a bunch of GMs, and I know other people want to run their stuff too. So you want to be able to give that the next GM in line their opportunity to kind of get their stuff out there.
Like I was saying, Tim, as long as I get a core, if I get a core of a few, that allows for drop-ins. And
I would be more than glad to be a drop-in, Joe. I'd love it because I've never really played 2E, and I know there's probably not a huge difference, but I'd like to kind of experience it and just kind of. The only thing I have with 2E, I've got a bunch of stuff, different things, and to tell you the truth, I don't even know what 2E is and what 1E is sometimes between the two. I have because the rules encyclopedia is that 2E.
No, that's the Beckme compilation essentially.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. That's what I wasn't sure.
That is the equivalent of the Beckme compilation.
But I actually might have the 2E stuff, and I don't even know it. Yeah.
I'm using a 2E revised. Bottom line, Tim, there's they have on drive-through, guys. You could get a print on demand for 2E because I have the original 2E books. But as anybody who played the shit out of 2E knows, the original 2E books, every goddamn one of you has the spine fell off at some point.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
Oh, really? They were that bad? Huh?
Oh shit! Mine are in pristine condition. No wonder I didn't. But I didn't play in it hardly.
That's it. If you're throwing that book around the table, and it's like because you got two books, right? The DM and the player maybe has a book, and you're like literally throwing them around or whatever. They were not durable like the 1E books were. So
I still my monstrous companion, loose leaf monstrous companion, is still intact.
Oh,
let me tell you guys, that is a miracle considering the way Rob handles books.
It's like my brother. I get my brother a book to read. I say, you better come back in the same fucking
right.
It's like I get a book back, and it's like, did you run over it with your truck 9 or 10 times?
It's probably in good condition because I'm used to the harn stuff that's behind me. So the harn stuff was always loose leaf, so I know how to take care of those.
Those I just like that. I'm looking at this a little bit nostalgia, a little bit thing. It allows me to play the kind of a grittier game, a little harsher, a little tougher, and this and that. And and where I'm at in the setting, because I'm ending the 5e campaign and I'm just picking up 2e in the same setting, scaled down. It's a different age, a different type of thing. So it's kind of fun because it's the same campaign with new characters. It's like the Colmore Forest, Tim, or what you doing, or Rob, or your Wildlands. It's the same campaign, 2 characters. Oh, you got that in the mail today? I haven't opened my envelope. Is that what came?
There should be
not in the trunk of my car.
Lots.
I haven't opened up my mail either. I need to.
I got it's on my table. I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, little Trover's Grove there. Yeah,
pretty cool.
Nice. And I can't remember the other one. It's bad when I can't remember.
A womb, no less.
Of Ash and Bone.
I know a girl like that.
Dedragoria. Yeah, you guys ran into a few of her cultists back in a few times.
Yeah, it was freaky bitch. She was, man. She's scared of it. Yeah, that was part of the whole the thing you had going on with the what you call it, Tim? The plague, right?
No, that was Hesta. That was the other. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You had another. Bitch. Yeah. There's no shortage of those in my campaign.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The whole Colmore Forest is a scary bitch.
Try to. Yeah. If it's not, it's just a forest then.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. So next week, who anybody in the audience going to ShireCon? Anybody here who's here right now going to go and say hi and maybe sure we look for you? You know what I mean? Because this is our last show before then. So if anybody's going to be there,
live stream next Friday Glenn and I are not doing a live stream. There will be a YouTube up, probably from ShireCon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take video of the prep or whatever, but we're not going to do a live stream next Friday. So, folks, look for the live stream. Just beware. No live stream next Friday. 2 weeks from today, James Raggy.
Yes.
The following 2 weeks, which means the 5th Friday and the 1st Friday of October, will be Glenn and myself, and then we'll be back to our normal.
Oh, Thomas is going.
Nice, Thomas.
Yeah.
Is that Tom from ShireCon, or is this a different Thomas?
That's Tom Verrold. So Tom.
Okay.
That's Tabletop Tap Room.
Very cool.
All right, very nice. I look forward.
Yeah, because like just me and fake Matt won't be there, huh?
Yeah. Fake Hammer Matt won't be there.
Fake Jackson, I guess would be called. Fake Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there.
So both of my events filled up. So that's
nice,
good.
man. Nice.
Good. Like I said, Joe, sit near him so you can hear some stuff he misses. So
yep, I'm gonna be in your first game, Rob. So that'll be.
Mine.
Yeah. Are you? Okay. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, we're both the same one.
Just to show you how excited I am, I had the opportunity to go to Eric's game, but I didn't. I stayed with yours.
Man.
Sorry, Eric.
That's okay, because you know what? Your opportunity probably put Tom into my game because his wife was in my game and the game was shut. Then he goes, "Hey, there was an opening in your game. I jumped on it." It's like, all right, cool, because my seat, and Joe knows how I run. I usually run with 9 or 10 players, even though it says 8. I don't sit when I DM. I like the table where I can have a bench behind me that I can put my shit on and roll my dice, because I need to get height when I'm DMing in person. So it's like, let the players sign up. Rach will take my seat. She'll be seat number 9. And if somebody else can fit a seat at the table, we'll have seat number 10. It's how I roll. So
nice.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Wizard Tower games, that's the same with me. It's if it was more than one day, it'd be a little bit easier. But I'm hoping next year, though, regardless.
Yeah.
That
regardless, we're gonna. If I have to drive down there, get your ass and drive you up. It's on.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna next year probably. I will definitely have more ducks in a row so I can make the trip and stuff. So
that'd be cool. Well, you got a banner hanging up there, I think, this year, right? Thanks to somebody in this group.
I don't know.
Yes. You
I have a banner where?
At Matt?
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, we just surprised him. He's not going to be there to
surprise me. What banner?
He's not going to be there to see it. We got to tell him.
You can buy a sponsorship on their banner or whatever at the convention. So.
Well, cool. Thanks, Matt. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm overclamped.
Oh,
yeah.
I
know. I call him an uncircumcised penis, and he buys me a sponsorship.
I have a question for this group about ShireCon. So should I, when you go through the Knight's Bride adventure, do you want the Dwarven Forge experience? Because I got 2 ways of running. I can run it with Dwarven Forge, or I can run it with I have custom tiles that I made.
What do you think is cooler?
Whatever way makes you comfortable as the GM.
I knew you were going to say.
Fuck the players.
Okay.
My suggestion, here's my input from being
Tammy.
1.5 billion Rob games and everything. Rob, it takes too long to set up your Dwarven Forge, and then when you set up the walls, they can't fucking see the miniatures. So just use the things that are flat so everybody can see their shit, because the table's going to be too big and everybody's going to lean, and you're going to have a bunch of fat guys leaning over one table, and that only causes disaster.
I'm losing weight. I'm skinnier. I'm getting skinny.
There is another factor, is that the dungeon has some rooms of odd shapes. So using the tiles
is a little easier.
Yeah.
So I mean, go with that, because I know when you set up your Dwarven Forge, it does take a little bit more time and kind of like puts a lull in the game when everybody's getting their intensity kind of build up, and you're like. Mm-hmm. And then you're taking 5 minutes to place the dwarf. While it looks cool, it kind of breaks the tension of the game. So me being in there, Rob, that would be my suggestion for you, bud.
All right.
That's fine.
Tammy's going. Look forward to seeing you, Tammy. Make sure you
very
introduce
cool.
yourself. There you go, my brother. Do I need to have to buy a ticket for Shark Eye? No, motherfucker. I bought you a ticket the last 4 years, and you kept fucking not being able to go because you got shit going on. So I bought you another ticket this year, and I said, hey, if you want to play in any games, you have to subscribe to the game. Here's your link. I don't know. I'll just show up. You're not going to get any games except Eric's, maybe, who just takes anybody who shows up. He takes any random hobo. You know,
I need to give me a hobo. Who's the homeless guy looking the game? You can't find the game. If you can fit it at the table, we'll take you.
Yeah, granted, he does have 4 kids who play multiple sports and stupidly, multiple leagues, and he's never has a minute to himself. But still, it's no fucking excuse.
That's funny.
Yeah, so there you go. So Willis, what's Willis saying?
He said he subscribed to me because you were too full of yourself.
Motherfucker.
Tim, I will be bringing the yurt.
You're going to bring the yurts?
Yeah, they're going to be in the Russet Lord
event.
Yurt? A yurt?
Yes.
Like a Mongolian yurt.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the only person in history who've ever strong-armed someone into buying yurts.
Yep.
Wow. I dated a girl in Colorado who owned a Mongolian yurt. She spent $6,000 and she set it up on a 10-acre tract of land in the middle of fucking desolation. You know the area I'm talking about, Tim.
Yes.
We were talking about before. Nowhere, middle of nowhere, nothing for miles around. Set up this fucking yurt. I'm like, this is the strand. All I wanted to do was get laid in this yurt because I could say I got laid in a Mongolian yurt. I tried like a motherfucker, but she didn't want the integrity and purity of nature in the yurt. Fuck that. I'm going to get laid in a yurt so I can say I got laid in a fucking yurt. She'd never fucking do it.
Man, you almost made it through the whole thing without getting demonetized. Right at the end.
What was that penis ban?
I'm trying to play Watsy here. I'm trying to blame somebody else here. Playing revisionist history now. Yeah.
So Tim, as somebody who's known Rob for decades since you were both teenagers, and Rob, knowing he's staying up here in my room, should I be aware of anything?
Oh no, I'm going to let that be a special surprise. I'm going to let you enjoy the full experience of. Now, when he comes to your house, just so you know, he's no longer Rob. He becomes the Rob.
The Rob.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then in his story before about the whole spaceship crashing,
Star Trek, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Rob has his own gravitational pull, so be aware of that.
All right.
So I'll just leave you at that.
Okay. I understand that as a fellow large man. So whoa, we got lightning.
I have literally no defense about that story because it was sitting there. I sat down. I saw it teetering over, and I thought to myself, "What the effing F is going on here?"
Rob, here, I'm going to say it right now. Just curse because I'm going to show. Look what it says for us there. Limited for
already.
We already got demonetized.
We haven't even finished the show and we're demonetized. It's fantastic.
So fantastic, folks. Folks, if you want to support the show, become a minion. Go on.
Because Eric's never going to get monetized. You need to buy his fucking shirts. Yeah.
Look. All my other live streams are fine, right? This one. Oh, no, not these guys again.
Did they say why? How did we get to this point?
Uncircumcised penis. I'm telling you, that's what did it.
Yeah. Well, I even used the clinical name. How could that be bad?
That's true. It was the medical phrase.
Yeah. I would dispute that, Eric.
Yeah. Matt's head got us demonetized.
It's
kind of what it comes down to.
It might be resolved in the next 300 years.
It's limited because there's maybe a handful of dumb fucks like, oh yeah, I'll pay for advertising on that. That's. I don't worry about it. I'm amused by it. But this the live stream that always gets demonetized.
Jewish. I bet you Jewish moils would pay for some advertisements in this one if we're talking about uncircumcised penises, right? That's a thing. What do you think? Right?
As long as we're not talking about what moils do.
Right.
That's what I'm. Yeah. Snip.
Oh yeah, maybe like when John.
Is it the chomp? It's the chomp.
Maybe it was because we were talking about race and stuff. And used the word.
That's right. I bet you that's what did it, man.
So Mad Mike came in here and got us demonetized. Let's blame it on his ass.
Yeah, there you go.
He's not here. Let's blame it on him. Came in.
There's got to be all these YouTubers say racist instead of that other word, right? I bet you that's the fucking reason. They probably got demonetized in the past.
Oh, there's a whole secret language.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're talk. You say, like, I'm not a supremist.
Yeah. There's a whole
that
phrase.
like, there's a whole bunch of different ways people
Yep.
say, S3X and typing it, all kinds of stuff to try to get around the algorithms.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, Wizard Tower Games has a yurt in his backyard.
Oh, very cool.
We have
we have brazier and rugs, pillows, and well. Don't let Joe in there. We'll try to have sex with you.
As long as it's dark and we don't see what. Yeah, Isn't that what rum is for? So you don't remember the next day?
Apartments? Are there hotels in your
Matt's questioning his decision.
Yeah.
It's not a yurt. It's not a yurt apartment. It should be safe.
He's already questioning my hippie dive.
Oh my God!
In the meantime, I say I'm good. Oh, here's the big news. I'm going tomorrow to see Robert Plant. He's playing with Alison Krauss.
That's so cool. I was going to say he's got Alison Krauss. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
That's good. And I had great tickets. I got like these mezzanine, like $300 seat that I'm going to see. It's a thing, just you got to do it once. It's a bucket list thing. Yeah. I would love to see Plant Page, obviously, but whatever. For now, I'll take Plant. I'll pick up Page somewhere else, maybe if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
But So Greg's like, Robert who? Yeah,
he's a vegetable-based superhero, right?
Yeah.
He was like the 9th Avenger, you said, or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah,
only 40 and still no culture. Oh God, Pantera is going back on tour with Zakk Wylde and the drummer from Anthrax. There you go. Anybody? Yeah, we used to go to this Metal Fest up here. They had it every year. Did that travel around to you guys, the Metal Fest back in the day, in the 90s, late 90s?
I did security at all the Metal Fest, dude.
Did you?
Yeah.
That must have been
fun. No, not really. No.
My daughter and all of her friends listen to like real heavy metal, like
really
dark heavy metal.
Is that back again?
It's a big thing. Yeah, she started high school.
No shit. Who knew it was back?
Yeah. She was cleaning the pool and she was like, and I put some music on. And I was like, okay, this like starts rocking really heavy stuff. I'm like, whoa.
My bad. Okay. It wasn't Metal Fest. It was Ozfest. That's what it was. Ozfest.
Yeah, I did Ozfest twice.
Yeah. That was a fun time. Jesus Christ.
So, folks, we never got to our discussion on AI art. That's okay.
Matt was about to bash his head through the screen if we did that.
Yeah,
he left. We left for half an hour after we started talking about it.
We will get to it in like a month's time. Well, I'm sure it'll be even weirder at that point.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we could like generate like an AI mat as opposed to a faux mat.
Well, we already have a AI mat, don't we?
No, we have a faux mat.
I swear I should never share anything with you guys.
Oh, Matt, I got a picture.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. not the one we talked about today, but something of you in a similar situation.
Joe, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
See, Joe.
You know what? When I'm at your apartment, I'm taking 4,000 photos of you every second. Every second. And every time we talk about
here,
Matt, no, if you want to drive Joe nuts, I will give you the secret to how to drive Joe nuts. All you have to do is take one thing from his apartment and not tell him.
Or move it. Just move something.
Or move something.
Take a book from one shelf and put it where it doesn't belong, because everything is categorized and organized by author in the most OCD librarian way possible. I even have books next to each other in relation to each other that only relate in my own brain.
Yes. It doesn't even take much effort, Matt. Just one movement and you will fuck Joe's world up for like a month.
I'll take care of it.
For
the next video. Joe, turn around and look at the Michael Moorcock series, and we're like,
God,
hey, Matt, what do you film your videos on? Your Samsung?
No, John, have a good one, buddy.
Use my phone.
Okay, so you give me your phone and I'll film you doing it, and then you can make a video about it. The day I forced Joe to make an insanity roll.
Oh God, it would drive me nuts. It would drive me. My landlord did that one time. He had to come in and fix whatever the hell.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever put that on their video channel would definitely probably get closer to 1,000 after that.
Yeah.
I like the way this is going. I might have to
And
you know what? Hey, Rob, let's Saturday night. Or maybe you're going to be there Friday night? You're going to be there Friday night, right?
Yeah. He's coming in around 8. You're getting there about 6 or something, right? Rob, you said something like that.
I mean, I know how long it takes to get me to Eastern Long Island. I just don't drive often to. Maybe drove once to Southern Connecticut. So
yeah, he ain't missing much. Honestly,
we will get Joe drunk, have him pass out.
He's not gonna drink.
Will film a video of us rearranging his book, all over.
Oh,
the place.
dude, you do not want me. As your wingman on anything involving alcohol.
No.
I am so freaking straight laced about it.
No, you don't want no.
I'm a loose cannon. I know I don't look like it, but you get me a little drunk.
Yeah. Well, I did order a whole case of Strongbow from my liquor store down the street.
Drugs. I don't do any of that.
Rob, you haven't done edibles yet. Just saying. I have gummies. I have oils.
I'm not doing drugs.
I might not be able to partake in that.
Want to get high?
You may not know you did it.
The first gummy's free.
Hey, I'm Callie. You want to get high?
Rob is snoring. What's in his mouth? I don't know. What happened? He wakes up. Whoa!
We're demonetized now.
Yeah. It was worth it. It was worth it. Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't have much of a sense of humor about that stuff. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Everybody else will be laughing, Rob.
That's true. It's only a 20-foot fall off my deck. So if Matt survived it, you could survive it. Jesus Christ. So I mean, what the hell?
Right. But could Matt? Come on. That's the whole question.
And let's give it.
That I'm tougher.
Well, let's give a moment of silence for the ladder.
That's true.
They finally met it's the ladder that tried to kill Matt.
Yeah.
Is now dead.
He sent a picture. It's in the dumpster.
Yeah, I found it in the room, and I carried it because it was up in like the front office area, and the back is like an all warehouse, and the dumpster was back there. So I carried it out through the door, and it was like a scene from a movie.
I was going to say, did you have the hero
walk it out? And this kid was helping me carry it, and I go, no, I got it.
It's like Jesus' cross. It's like the cross of Christ. Walking down
and the one girl goes, "Is this like a moment?" And I go, "Shut the fuck up!" And I carried it through there. And one of them was like, "Let me help you at the door." And I was like, "No, get the fuck away! This is mine."
It's my cross to bear.
So good. All right, Matt. So we've got your movie scene. What theme song was playing as you were slow motion carrying this ladder to its demise? What song is playing in the background?
I don't know. I wasn't imagining a song. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you're doing the hero walk, doing the final thing, you got the girls.
You gotta have your theme song there, man.
I feel like it could be "Who's That Lady."
I would have gone with like Iron Maiden. If you're gonna die with your boots on.
I was thinking like Invincible by Tool or.
Oh yeah, you're a Tool person. Yeah, I can see.
What about the song in Excalibur? I don't know what it's called, but the one where they're
Ride of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool too.
If you want instrumental, there's a theme from Pacific Rim is fucking insane as like a rising victory type song. It's awesome.
There you go.
The cool one in Excalibur has a Spanish name. Where Arthur's riding out at the end of the movie.
Rise of the Valkyrie was from the fucking helicopter Vietnam. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but that one from Excalibur where they're preparing for battle. That one's amazing. Yeah.
I think Riddle of Steel. Dun, 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 dun. He's just walking out with the ladder. Right. Dun, 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 dun. When he hits dun, dun, again, you throw it into the dumpster. But that would probably pull 3 muscles. So you really can't do. Oh, he's out.
Nope. It wasn't that exciting.
Yeah,
I told everybody else to go away, right? So I got out to the dumpster and I realized, dumpsters are tall. And I'm like, I can't lift it up there. And then the lid was on it. I had to throw it down. And then I tried to lift the lid. Yeah, it was
Stop being a
dramatic.
halfling.
Whispering you.
Yeah, it
Like
was
the
real
ring of
dramatic until
power.
I got out there, and then it was
Right. So then it
You
just
made
turned
one-
into an office skit at that point.
I had to find this pole to lift the lid, and then I tried to lift because it's two parts because it broke. Trying to lift them both, too heavy. So I got to lift
so
one up and
fucking
throw it
funny.
in there. Yeah, it was a mess. It was good times though. I was glad I did it. It was
Yeah.
afterwards.
I absolutely love the picture. I mean, it was just so great.
Just sitting there. That was perfect. That's what. Yeah, that's a picture. Oh, that's a picture we should have as the next week, Greg. The map picture, the ladder. Put it in there. We should all show up with a map picture in our background someday.
Yeah, we all come as Matt minions.
Yeah.
Instead
We
of
can
something.
turn it into like a Tim Allen.
So you're sure, Matt, that there's going to be no sequel to the ladder, right?
No.
Well, he didn't want the original.
Yeah, really.
I didn't want the original.
No.
I'd share my screen with you, but I don't.
You can.
I think
Eric,
I know, but it's got like
dirty stuff.
Yeah,
on it.
me too.
Yeah, it's got like
That's a porno.
no, it's got comments. I posted it on Facebook, and so
Right, all your comments on
and
there.
it's got all my. Hold on, maybe I can do it that way.
Just
Okay,
look at the
there you
picture,
go.
not the.
There you,
Save the
here,
picture
how
down.
do I share my screen? How do I do that? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is an
Yeah,
example of how organized his YouTube channel is, guys. Subscribe to mine, not to his. All right.
Yeah.
So
There you go, Eric. If you want to share that, I don't know. Can you see that? That's the.
Oh, why is it flickering?
it's flickering.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna have a seizure here. Bud.
Psychedelic.
There you go.
I can't handle it.
There it is.
Yeah, there's the dreaded ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's the ladder that almost killed you, Matt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When I went to the storage area and I walked in there because when I first went to the company, I said I'm cleaning this damn room and I've just been too busy. And now that I'm kind of maybe on the way out, I have more free time. So I was like cleaning this room and I'm moving boxes and I move a box and there's the ladder. I froze. I was like,
My
someone behind me
nemesis.
goes, "Oh, did you see the ladder?" And I go, "Well, it's not every day you come across a thing that tried to fucking kill you." I mean, I got to pause a moment. I need
Right.
a second. So,
And then,
How
like
did you
5
fall?
minutes after you threw the ladder out, a light bulb burned out somewhere in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Hey, where's that ladder? The one that almost killed Mr. Jackson. You threw it out,
gross.
sir.
Jesus.
All right.
Are we gonna do a ladder picture on the challenge coin, or are we gonna do something else?
I'll do something cool.
Probably
All right.
something next
Yeah.
time.
I think you should do something. That's sort of an
Listen,
inside joke with us.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
doesn't
we
mean
don't-
anything.
Listen, as much as I like Matt, if I'm going to immortalize him, it's not going to be on a challenge coin with a ladder.
Right.
No, it's that picture holding the hammer like Greg has. That's
It's gonna
that's
be
how you
it's gonna be a
immortalize it.
picture of a Dyson map or something. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's true.
Nice.
White out.
Would be nice.
Something more appropriate and gaming like. So,
Yeah,
holy
cool.
shit. Man, I haven't laughed this much in a long time. So thank you.
Yeah.
That's how we roll.
Anybody who's made it this long into the live stream, God bless you.
Good
Is there anybody
for you,
left? Or are we
yeah.
just talking to
Yeah.
ourselves?
No, no,
That's
we got-
11 people.
No.
Holy shit.
There's 11 people still there. Holy shit. Yeah. that
Jesus
is a
Christ. They
holy
probably
shit.
fell asleep and forgot to log out. That's what.
Yeah. That's probably true.
Like, I meant to slit my wrist, but I fell asleep first. I'm still watching them. Thank you all. Really, we do appreciate it. I appreciate it. We have a lot of fun. We do this because we enjoy it. What it comes down to, you wouldn't hear this much joviality, even from people that we pick on, including each other. We picked on everybody. Got picked on at some point today.
I mean, do you ever hear this much joy from Matt? Never.
Never. No.
Never. There's just joy oozing out of him. Look at him.
Yeah. You know what we haven't not had yet?
What?
This, I mean, in terms of filling out the bingo card, Rob has not shared a screen.
Oh,
Oh, that
No,
would have been
yeah.
time out. That would have been the AI, but we've already gone into it.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah, I
then-
think now that you called it out, it doesn't count.
But there's
There's
enough,
a-
there's enough
There's
screen
a half
shares
mark
tonight.
because I gave something to Eric that he shared.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but that's not sharing your
Not-
screen.
not sharing your screen.
Yeah.
Rob.
Yeah,
That's
and I
a
think it
free
has to happen naturally. It can't be
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
that.
You
Can't
can't
be
do it
forced.
now.
Yeah.
No.
Can't
Well,
do
here's
it
what we
now.
actually have. You know what? One day we actually have to do up like bingo cards that they can download.
I agree.
That would be great.
I agree.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's
Wait,
give me the
Tenkar
topic. I'll
says
throw one together.
You think we could get Dyson to draw one for us?
that hatchery on the ends and outside of it.
Yeah, expert hatching.
That's what it's called. Yeah. Well done.
I've noticed he started shading his maps like, I don't know, everybody else has been doing for like, I don't know, a decade. I'm sure that's now Dysonizing your map too.
Well, that's some other mapper might maybe doing that. Some other mapper.
Matt, tell us how you really feel. Okay?
He has no problem with that.
It's just annoying. I don't know. It'd be like if you made your stuff and somebody did the exact same thing. And I'm not saying that I'm as good as him. I just think it's amazing that a lot of his techniques he's literally lifted from other people, but everybody's like, oh, it's so amazing. He's so amazing. It's like, dude, people were doing that in the 80s.
Motherfuckers ain't that through a vacuum. That's all I got to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? Think about it. That's it. He's done. Yeah.
I don't care. It's just funny.
He doesn't care.
I don't care. You can tell.
Yeah, not at all.
About it.
No, right.
What do you really think, melee combat Jackson? What do you have to say?
It cracks me up. That's almost as good as the Wilhelm scream. I just love that.
I know. And the funny thing is, he sounds so constipated. It's the real Matt. This is it. By the way, I stocked up on toilet paper, so we're all good for next weekend. I got a whole 12-packet of Scott. That last 1,000 sheets lasts forever.
That's a little TMI there, bro.
Yeah.
Well, laxatives there too.
I got laxatives. Yeah, you're good.
Good, okay.
In your old apartment, you used to have like a lifetime supply of toilet paper stacked up.
I did in my old apartment. I was one of those paper preppers. I was ready for COVID, man. I had all the toilet paper. I had a whole. I think at one point I had 220 rolls. I was not going down. It was not going to take me out without me having a hangover, a full stomach, and a clean ass.
Guys, that's how I was going down. We're talking about toilet paper.
Yeah.
We have certainly gone off the rails. So
toilet paper of doom.
Not us.
At that point, that challenge coin with toilet paper. No, it's not happening.
Right,
folks. I'm gonna get mocked. So use your common sense. We're gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna tell you what for
anymore with us here.
I'm not gonna tell you what for because they're gonna mock me anyway.
Yes.
Thanks to everybody that hung out with us. Thanks to Mike for dropping in and giving us some good background on
and demonetizing us. Remember?
Motherfucker,
bastard.
Monetization is optional. That's why you join. You join so we don't have to be monetized. Come on. As usual, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll this dice, roll them well. If you're going to be at CharCon next week, you're going to see a good portion of these assholes. Myself included.
But not the assholes of this good portion.
Hopefully not the actual assholes of the assholes, but you're going to see the personalities. You'll get to see Joe. Oh
I don't know.
God.
If you get me drunk enough, you might see an asshole.
Yeah, you're going to see full frontal Rob. And
I went down to my liquor store, Matt. There's an entire case of Strongbow on order, especially for you.
Nice. Man, what a host.
What'd
you get, Rob?
I don't know what the hell Rob likes. That's the thing. I did get him a whole thing of gummies.
Pepsi Zero.
I was going to say, I thought it was Pepsi, but I couldn't remember.
Calm down, buddy.
Yeah, just take it easy, Rob. Remember the last time when you had 2 Pepsi Zeros in a row? You got way too crazy there. Face yourself next time. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I must have spoken too loud to hear anything.
No, we were just making fun of you. Okay. Rob, I'm worse than you. I don't even drink pop. I just drink water, so I'm worse than you. So there you go. Yeah,
Tim, do you have Zevias anymore, Tim?
Are you drinking as Rob?
No, I don't drink those anymore.
Matt's asking me something.
Are you coming as Rob, or are you bringing an outfit?
Will you be cloaked?
LARPed up, he's asking.
No.
Will you be LARPing?
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Some people dress up. I think it's a little weird, but you go to a con and there's some dude wearing like
look. When I go to a LARP, I immerse myself.
No, you
when I'm going to a con, I'm not LARPing. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. I wasn't saying you were LARPing. I was just curious if you were, wearing something or not.
Armor.
No, I am not. It's called garb, and no, I'm not wearing garb.
Garb? We got to put garb on our bingo card. Garb.
Well, if you ever want to know, can you play at a VTT and have it be like playing with people face to face. We're proving to you now, your VTT game can come damn close to face. The only thing is, there's no chance of violence. That's the only thing that you avoid.
And you can't smell the other people either, and that's a big bonus for me.
That is a huge bonus.
Yep. That smells like ass.
If you're going to ShireCon, please, everybody,
shower.
Bathe.
Joe, and let me add, wear a fucking belt.
Did you see what?
Wear a belt, because
you see Michael's comment in the chat.
What is? I'm dressing up as Rob.
All right.
Good times.
Folks, tomorrow night live stream with Rich and I hope we have a special guest tomorrow. We should. We may. I don't know.
That's a lot of qualifiers.
Special health guest.
A special guest. It might be a Michael, not your brother, Joe. How about that?
Cool.
All right. On that note, before my bladder explodes, too much information. I know. Oh, we're gonna bow out of here. All right, folks. Later,
guys.
Later.
And unsubscribe to Mass Channel.